more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season of recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
All right. Welcome, fans, Charger fans out there, to the broadcast of the North Decatur Chargers versus Milan Indians. Another big contest here on hands this week, Matt. And Chargers went up to Eastern Hancock last week and handled business. And now they get somebody in the backyard that we're very familiar with, and again, a good team.
It is going to be a good team. We're celebrating senior share. And I don't know that the huddle focus camera is going to pick all this up because we're cutting them off just at the bottom. But Bryson Planup and Logan Odell, Eli Trink getting introduced here. I think there's about 20 seniors when you include band and cheer. And celebrating a well-deserved career from all of these folks and Decatur group. Fans are going to miss these games. But there's a lot of season left, and it all starts tonight as the 2-0 Chargers come in here. In Milan at 1-1. Milan took a hit last week. They lost to Batesville, at Batesville on the road, 7-20, lose by a touchdown. That was after defeating Rushville on the as a home game. Was Milan Rushville for Milan. So a good Milan football team that returns some key starters, up 6 key return starters, and a lot of them at skilled position. Again, I'm sorry that we're cutting off the seniors here, but they're just walking across the track. And Tyler Dean now. But there's 13 football seniors this year. And
there is. Yep.
And that is a heck of a senior class to go all the way through. And we're celebrating that tonight. Big crowd. The temperature has cooled off. The wind's out of the west and a nice breeze out there. And it's a beautiful night for football. And the Chargers have their hands full here. The Chargers have got this football team coming. Mine is, Chris, I think it's interesting when you look at the stats. I mean, when on paper, almost identical to this football team in terms of statistics. They're rushing for 215. We're 183. We're passing for 120. They're at 140. Total per game is identical at 352.5 each. So both high-powered offenses, and I know the defense from Milan will be aggressive. It always is. Now, Milan, this last time these two teams met, Milan got the edge. 7 national final at their place on November 8th of last year. That's what closed out this North Decatur football season for the year. And I know there's some angst about trying to get one back. This has been a rival. Let's call it what it is. These two teams get after each other. It's one of the most highly contested games of the year. Always has been for the last 6. And even John Harrell at this game coming down to about a 4-point game with North Decatur having the 4-point advantage. So what are your expectations for tonight?
Well, Matt, you mentioned the game last year, 7-point Milan win. The last couple years before that, I think it was Decatur win a 1-point year. We won a few points another year. And, you mentioned the yardage and everything like that. In a lot of ways, these two programs mirror one another. They just the consistency, the level of the team they play. Last week, Batesville was playing Milan was playing an EIAC team. Later on, North Decatur played Franklin County, which is an EIAC team. They play a lot of bigger schools. We play a lot of schools, a lot of good schools. I think that's what, at the end of the year, that's why you see these two teams. If they would be on the opposite side of the bracket, the way the sectional has gone several years, they play in the championship game about every year, but it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes we have to meet before the championship game. But nonetheless, it's a rivalry. There's no doubt about it. They've had a consistent coaching staff over there, similar to what North Decatur had, with Coach Langferman over there, Coach Stern over here. They build programs year in and year out. They expect to compete for national championship and even regional championships, conference championship, and they expect to be competitive all season long. So, that being said, I wouldn't expect anything less like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a heated contest. Let's face it. And these two teams, obviously, when it comes down to some of the best in the national, streak 5 years, North Decatur ended Milan sectional run still last year. They end up getting beaten, but that's a long stretch of not winning any in your sectional as a result of one team.
Right. It's exactly right. And, again, year in and year out, the big sectional game, and what's been our section for several years now, is always a contest. And it's like the winner of this either wins the championship that night or goes on to win it the next week. It's been just that. It's just the way it's been for the last, I'd say, 6, 7, 8 years, Matt.
Yeah. Ryan Lerman is in his 18th year at Milan. He's got a record of 120-79. Steve Stern is 11th year here at North Decatur, 6-36. You look at the poll, as the AP poll was released earlier in the week, and there's a little disagreement amongst polls, but North Decatur in the AP poll is ranked number 1 in the state in Class A football. Milan at 12th in the AP. And look at the difference. You roll over to the poll, North Decatur is number 2, while Milan is at 9. And then if you look at the Saturn ratings, which is part of John Harrell Indiana High School football website, they've got us ranked 5th with Milan at 8. Either way, these are 2 top 10 teams that stayed in their class, and it's going to be a heavily contested event. And we're looking forward to seeing what plays out here. We celebrate these 13 seniors that have just been introduced and what they're capable of here on senior year on their home.
Well, again, what you're going to see a lot here is some swings throughout the game. Decatur got off to a really good start last week. Up at Eastern Ham. They went down, took the ball, scored a touchdown, got them in out. We drove the ball in, and I just think that, if we can do that same scenario, here this week, that really goes towards a lot of momentum in the game. Now, you're going to see things throughout the game. These games with Milan are notorious for that. You can remember where we had a big momentum swing last year and had that game where we thought we were going to win that game. Milan comes back, points on the board, and that's just the kind of things are. There is no quit. Either one of these programs, neither one of these coaches are going to let their teams quit. It's not bred into them. It's not coached into them. And so it's going to go down to the very end, and it'll be interesting to see again. I don't anticipate this being a blowout either.
Yeah, it's likely to come down to a one game. I mean, in the between these, as we look at Milan offense and their leaders, some of these names are going to be familiar to you. 12, the senior quarterback Wyatt Marsh, he has thrown 138 through 2 games, averaging about 60 per game. The kicker is he's also rushing for a fair amount. 138 yards worth of rushing. He's thrown for 278. He's completed about 56% of his passes. He's chucked the ball 36 times in 2 games, which is just about double of the North Decatur output as far as passing it through 2 games. Milan's coming off the game from Batesville and Rushville, 2 3A schools, and chucking the ball in the air. So it will be a test for the secondary, no doubt. On your toes and getting pressure on Mark, a kid that you're going to have to contain because he will run on you. It's kind of like we talked last week in the game. Same kind of setup. It's like you're going to have to contain the quarterback because he can throw or run.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly right. Last week in the pregame, we talked about that with their quarterback up there and then Kubi, their running back. I think it's a little bit different here tonight. That the similarity between the quarterback very, very similar, but I think you're going to see you really try to see Eastern Hancock running game going this week, and Decatur was having nothing to do with it. They were sticking it, and they went past later on the helter-skelter thing. A little success there, but I think you're going to see Milan. We're going to try to work that ball down the field. We're going to test corners. Our corners have this year, like training camp, has had a really good year up to this point so far, and they're going to work that. And our corners on the other side, Tyler, he's going to have to be ready to go. We're going to have to be ready to go with Braden Murray plays in their corner position, and our safeties have to be good to go here tonight too. And honestly, our safety position is a position of strength. First, you've got on your back there, and Thackeray really can rove the field really well, around the field, come up and make solid, hard tackles, and then you've got Simon back there that's very athletic and able to get across pretty good as well. So we're pretty confident about the secondary, but for sure tonight they're going to get tested, Matt.
Yeah, they are. We're about 9 minutes from the opening kickoff here. Obviously, both teams in the locker room getting some last-minute instruction as we celebrate senior night here. 13 of our seniors have just, the football players have retreated to the locker room. Chris, let's take a quick break and come back with more of the Charger Football pregame show. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Striving to be best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Bite Auto has the same goals. And our guests to the best buying experience is the line. Be a buzzer and come to Greensburg's Superstore, Bite Auto, 20 North Michigan. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live at Kalen Field, home of the North Decatur Chargers, where we're just finishing up the halftime show here as we're getting ready for an exciting game between the
North. Taking it to halftime?
What's
the score?
I don't know. The pregame. Sorry, I'm looking
whatever
right at it too.
I mean, we're either pregame or halftime. I don't even know.
Pregame, postgame.
Yeah, whatever you want it to be, Chris. You call it what you will.
Well, I'm going to call it the pregame show now. I'm going to clarify myself after that attack on my.
That was an attack, and it was not hidden. Like, I'm going to run with it.
I know. So, pregame show here. Milan, North Decatur getting ready to kick off here in about 6.5 minutes.
Yes.
They're just finishing up senior night here. They're getting the last 2 or 3 seniors to come across here. And what's been a big group, they stretch all the way across the track here in front of the home bleachers here tonight.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit earlier about what to expect out of this football game, and obviously it's going to be a highly contested event. You look at these the Milan kids that we look back through here. They graduated quite a bit, though, Chris, except most of that was in the line, in the trenches. They've still got their skill positions. The kicker is their receiving core. They still got their strongholds in Grant Lankferman and Micah Norman. Those two, through 2 games, have received 7 passes apiece for about 100 yards apiece. So it'll be key to keep an eye on their all-state tight end, Grant Lankferman, as well as their all-state QB in Wyatt Marsh. But don't count out Beckett Lankferman, the freshman, who's been targeted once this year. I know he's won. Caden Davidson as well with 3 receptions for 75 yards. So clearly he's got some speed. But this is going to be a test for the secondary. Obviously, we're going to have to hit on all cylinders, Chris, and I think it's going to be key at one of those nights where you don't shoot yourself in the foot with penalties and in situations where, you got 3rd and 5 or, 4th and 2 from the whatever 15-yard line. We just can't afford backing up in those situations. If we play a clean game, I think North Decatur has a really good shot at winning a big one here.
Yeah, and I do, and I think too, if North Decatur can control the football with the running game, mix the pass in, basically like we did last week, it was very effective to keep them honest and everything like that. But if we can control the line of scrimmage, which we did last week, if we can control that and control the running game, I think we stand a really good chance to win this football game, Matt, because, I think Milan, with their receiving core and everything like that, is fairly explosive, and the less possessions that we limit them to will just be that much better.
Yeah, we look to the North Decatur seniors as well. I mean, you got a sophomore at QB in Matthew Fields who's had a heck of a start to this season. Corbin Thackeray has been electric, as we anticipated that he would be, not only returning punts and kickoffs, but in the backfield. And he's been one of Matthew's favorite targets at receiver, too. You look at him leaking from the backfield, you look at him on screen passes, and you see him on wheel routes, and 29 getting the ball in space is a huge advantage for North Decatur. I think that's a big part of this deal. Obviously, you got number 1, Simon Barber, running north and south. You got Hayden Caney, number 25, busting holes and getting the ball occasionally on an inside trap. So it's a 3-horse backfield, and that'll be something no matter how good Milan's defensive line is, which they always bring a defensive line. Yep. I mean, they're going to hit you in the mouth. Milan will be aggressive as all get out in the trenches. That's just been their staple for decades.
Well, it's going to be physical football. That you're going to get that from Milan year in and year out. Don't matter if it's skill positions that are older, linemen that are older, vice versa, whatever. They're going to play a physical brand of football. There's no doubt about it. And I think honestly this year that plays into our hand a little bit. I think we've got some horses up front and some pretty good athletes that we can hang right there with them. And like Matt mentioned, it just you can plan on this game year in and year out to being a good football game to watch. A lot of excitement, a lot of good football played, and I don't anticipate anything else other than that tonight.
Here's an interesting statistic for you, Chris. So you look at the quarter-by-quarter breakdown from game to game. Milan has scored 0 points in the first quarter in 2 games. Now, granted, they had Rushville and Batesville. 0 points in the first quarter. North Decatur, 24. So statistics say North Decatur gets out to a quicker start, 24-0. And that'll be a tough way for Milan to play this game. If we can get out ahead early, that'll be a key for North Decatur to have success tonight, to continue with that theme, get out on them early, and then keep Milan from playing from behind.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And then, we mentioned earlier just the momentum part of it. It's always easier to play with a lead than it is to play behind. You're breaking your back to get even, and then you don't get even. They get up 2 scores, and then you're down 1 score, and back and forth. So if North Decatur can get out, get that lead, that just puts more pressure on Milan, and I hope that's what the Chargers do here tonight.
So let's take a look around the league here. Obviously, with the conference change this year, North Decatur and Milan in the same conference in the Mid-Indiana this year. North Decatur, Switsko, Milan, Brown County, Edinburgh, South Decatur. So this is a conference game for North Decatur, who's on top of the conference at 1-0 with their early win over South Decatur. Milan has not played a conference game. This is their conference opener. Going on around the rest of the league, Brown County's at Noblesville Home School, Clarksville's at Switzerland County, Edinburgh at South Decatur tonight, and Milan at North Decatur to round out the Mid-Indiana League. So this is a conference matchup, and we don't really put much weight on that, but obviously with the new conference, this is one you want to get.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back into the inaugural season of this conference to grab that conference championship, and make no mistake about it, this game tonight, the winner of that is going to be the favorite to win the conference, because these are the top 2 teams. So
you heard that on, I'm sure you heard that at home.
Live broadcast. George about had a stroke down there. He's ready to go.
He about popped a capillary in his forehead.
Chargers are ready to go. All right, let's take a quick break, Matt. I think they're going to do the national anthem here very soon, and we'll get through that, and then we'll be back with the start of the game. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss. But it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home. 812-663-8341.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tebby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, back here live at Ed Kalen Field where they just finished up the national anthem. A good job by the North Decatur High School pep band as they did a good job. And
good kids.
Yeah, they are. They're a mixed crowd over there, doing good. I'd like to give a little shout-out here today. If you look through these windows, my son sent me a picture today. They were out here Windexing the windows early this morning. The JAG class here at North Decatur High School came out and cleaned the press box up. And if you notice a crisp, clear picture out of the huddle cam, I think they were cleaning on that too. So thank you to them. And we're ready for football.
Well, at the end of the day, Chris, if nothing else works out, he could always get a job washing windows.
That's right. And it looks like Milan won the toss. They deferred to the second half. It looks like North Decatur's going to receive.
Hey, before we get started with the first quarter sponsor, I just want to give a shout-out to Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, a late add-on to our fall sports sponsorship. We thank you for that, and we'll go ahead and consider you part of the broadcast here this evening. But our first quarter is brought to you by...
First quarter sponsor is brought to you by Kennelly & Dollard, powered by teamwork, driven to shine. At Kennelly & Dollars Car Wash, we're proud to support our local athletes in the spirit of teamwork, on and off the field. With our premium graphene protection, your car stays looking its best no matter how hard you play. Join the Clean Club for unlimited washes all month long, up to one per day, starting at just $24.99. It's fast, local, and built for champions like you. Swing by today or visit us online at kdcar-wash.com. And let's keep this town shining one car at a time. And Matt, just real quick, a couple other sponsors we got here. Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Decatur County Recycling, Buy-Right Auto, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, and our touchdown sponsor here tonight, Matt, is Southeastern Insurance. So thank you to all those sponsors. Thank you to Kennelly & Daughters, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and we're ready to play some football, Matt.
Milan's going to kick off to North Decatur. North Decatur is going to be heading to the west into the sun, but thank goodness the sun's diving behind some low-hanging clouds over there, and that won't be an issue here tonight until it gets dark.
Really nice night for football, Matt.
Big crowd with senior night. Football is underway on a Friday night. High end over end kick to the 15, 20-yard line. Received there by Thackeray. Thackeray's got a seam, and he's gone. He's across midfield. He's got to break one more tackle. He's going to fall down about the 42-yard line. Almost busted the opening kickoff, but that ends up being a 36, 37-yard return from Thackeray.
Well, no mistake about that. Milan went right at probably one of the best returners in the state of Indiana regarding any class, and he takes that one back clear over across the 50-yard line, ball down at already the Milan 42-yard line. So North Decatur already set up in prime business here, Matt.
From Milan territory to start the game. Here's, goodness help me, Matthew Fields from the gun. He's hit as he throws. He chucks one over to the side to Murray, the intended receiver on the corner route. But already Milan coming after the sophomore, gets him to the ground there as he steps in there nicely, makes a good throw, just overthrown.
So right off the bat, North Decatur throws one down the field, and that's probably a pretty good play call there by Coach because you're on their side of the field, so why not take a stab? And to be honest, we mentioned again last week, Hunter Meister, our tight end, was open across the middle again. That's something that Matthew Fields will be looking for.
All right, now here's a run.
There he is. He's gone.
Thackeray splits the defense, and he's into the goal line from 42 yards out in 2 plays. North Decatur has hit pay dirt.
And that's a charger in the barn. Thackeray, a Southeastern Insurance touchdown. He almost brought the kickoff back. Great blocking up front by the Chargers. Good lead blocks. Thackeray sees the hole, breaks one tackle, and that's a touchdown. 6-0. Matt, what a great start. We talked about it in the pregame. Nothing better than you can see that right there.
North Decatur starting quick here through 3 games and stays true to form here. Now here's the snap and the hold, and the kick is in the bus barn.
Hey,
and Odell's off to a good start with a PAT 7-0 here early. North Decatur takes the advantage. Just, 22 seconds into this football game, Chris.
Yeah, no kidding, and that's faster than what it was last week. So North Decatur, again, couldn't ask for a better start. The kickoff to Thackeray, I was surprised, honestly, that they did that. The kids, the blocking that we've done so far this year as a team on kickoff return, on offense has been really, really good. And you gotta think teams are going to start kicking away from that now.
That'd be wise. And now Odell has got it on the tee for the first time. Odell, an impact in last week's game with his touchbacks. So we were getting 35-yard starting positions this time into Milan territory. Meanwhile, opposite team, due to number 30 here, was starting on their 20.
Yeah, we're going into the win here in the first half. So in the second half, Matt, he's going to be with the win. And Odell had a heck of a leg last week. It really helps this team out.
Got the same loafers on, Chris. I assume this will be a good one. That is a
another
low line
kid.
drive. He's going to field it at the 5, dribbles it at the 6. Now he's got to pick it up about the 12.
He dropped
Still
it again.
dropped the ball again. It's still on the turf, but Milan's got a hold of it. Simon Barber is trying to stick his nose in there and take it away, but that is going to be Milan football. They're going to start this possession on the 16-yard line.
Great job there, kick coverage team. And I'll tell you what, you see that ball get loose there, and it just makes you run that much harder, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. And North Decatur got down there, and they're going to start, where'd you say, Matt, the 16-yard line? Yeah, so good kick again by Odell. And, boy, he fumbled it twice, too. Just an exciting play there.
He did. It's a little squirrely. Now, keep an eye here on number 2, Grant Langferman, who's in the slot. He'll be one of Wyatt Marsh's favorite targets. Now he throws a pass out to number 9. That's complete. Micah Norman also targeted heavily this time. That was not complete due to a hit by Simon Barber. Maybe Meister. I don't know who got there first.
Yeah, good job over there as our defender over there was right on top of the ball. Didn't let him get it in, and he juggled it right up. So 2nd and 10 now for the Indians. North Decatur defense starting off here strong again, Matt.
So immediately he goes to one of his 2 favorite targets. That's Micah Norman, number 9. Look for the big, tall, 6'2", 205 Grant Langferman to be targeted here as well. Wyatt Marsh can also get it on the ground with his legs. So it'll be a big night for this defensive line. Right now they're shifting all over the place. Trenton Larison, Charlie Palmer, Carter Davis. Now there's a little hole, but they swallowed up. Looks like there was a wall set by number 64, cleaned up by Simon Barber.
Yeah, good job. Looked like Simon got in there. Charlie stood him up. Simon got him in there and was able to get around the legs. And then about 2 or 3 guys from the defensive line finished it up. Only a gain of about 2 yards.
So right out of the gate, Milan, who has historically started slow here this season, is faced with a 3rd and 8 deep in their own territory. They're on their own 17-yard line. Obviously, probably a passing down for Marsh. And he's got 3 receivers in the trips to the north side of the field. Back to pass, releases his back, and he needed that back into the block. Now he's going to throw on the run. He's got a man on the seam route, and a little bit of a chicken fight back there.
Yeah,
no flag.
I think we might have got away with one there, Matt, but we'll take it. No harm, no foul, right?
Pass falls incomplete, sailed over his head by 3 yards, and now Milan's going to have to come in here and punt.
Yeah, Connor Larson had a free trip to the quarterback there, and with the athleticism there of their quarterback, he just kind of sidestepped him a little bit and was still able to get that pass away. Almost got behind us, but Kinker was able to catch up to that and get his hands up so the receiver couldn't draw that in. And again, 4th and 8 here for Milan. On the punt here, we'll see who they kick it to.
So fortunate start here for North Decatur. They came out guns a-blazing. That guy can kick.
Oh,
my goodness. It's over his head at the 40.
Oh, boy.
Bats it back to the 30. So Simon Barber picks it up there. Now he's trying to find space. He's got white jerseys all in front of him. He's going to be down at the 30-yard line. Holds on to it. North Decatur's going to start their second possession deep in their territory.
Yep, and Simon let that one get over his head there. Was trying to catch it with the over-the-shoulder thing. And that's just extremely hard to do. But a good thing he corralled it. He did the right thing, corralled it in, and got his head turned around to get up there and get to the 30-yard line. So, again, North Decatur here with decent starting position. Not the great starting position that we had last week on our first few possessions, but, again, a good starting field here for the Chargers.
They're winning the field position battle here early on, and now they come to the line with 4 wide receivers in an empty backfield with Matthew Fields in the gun. 5 wide receiver set, 5 interior linemen. He's going to get 5-on-5 hats at the line. He throws to a hook route near the sticks. That's Eli Trinkamp. That pass is low, incomplete.
Yeah, 5 wide receivers there, and now here comes on some of the heavies. Looks like we're going to go back to the run. Incomplete there, Matthew. Didn't quite get to step into that one, I don't think, the way he'd like to. He had plenty of time. Good job by the line there, but he just kind of skipped it, short-hopped it right into Eli Trinkamp over there. And now the Chargers set up here in more of a traditional backfield.
Tight end set to the right. You got the I backfield offset to the right as well. The tailback is Thackeray. Thackeray's
good blocks inside.
Good blocks. He tries to get the cutback lane, but again, the team pursuit closes quickly. Thackeray's going to pick up 5 yards on second down. That's going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 5.
Yep, great job there up front and by our backfield too. There were some good blocks in there.
It is a very physical defensive line for Milan per usual. There's a lot of contact up there, and right now I'd say it's about a wash up front. I think North Decatur's holding their own. Milan's not getting any advantage. But, man, there's a lot of banging in there, Chris.
There is, yep. There's a lot of big, aggressive bodies in there, Matt.
On both sides of the football.
That's exactly right.
And
they got a nose tackle there that is a stump, I'm telling you.
What is his number, 76?
Yep, you don't move him.
Play action screen set up, and that screen is sniffed out, and Simon Barber momentarily breaks the tackle, but that's going to be a huge loss for North Decatur, and that's going to bring up a 4th down that's going to force a punt because now they're staring at a 4th and 11 instead of a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and on that, it looked like we got beat over there on the right-hand side, got into the backfield and was able to get a hold of Barber. Barber got rid of the first tackler, was able to get out of that, but unable to clear the rest of them.
I tell you, it was a well-called screen pass in a time that they were bringing pressure. The problem was they just played it really well. And that punt was good, but it went out of bounds. Where's he going to mark it? Oh, that's a friendly spot. We'll take that. Oh, no, he's walking back.
Easy there, buddy. Easy there.
Who's he waving at, Chris? What's he waving at?
I don't know. He's holding his hand in the air.
He was.
Looks like he's doing some kind of dress rehearsal for a play over there.
Maybe he's part of the British Parliament.
Yeah,
and that kind of how those red suit guys, they march with their hand up, kicking
They
his
don't
feet.
have one of those buffalo hats on, though.
No, that's true. You know you're not supposed to touch their horses, right?
Yeah.
They'll yell at you.
You're not supposed to really touch anything, are you?
Yeah. All right, so that punt puts them at the 48-yard line.
So now excellent field position for Milan.
And a short time of possession there for North Decatur. Milan gets it back, trailing by 7. Marsh under center. Give to the fullback. Lots of activity out of that wing T backfield. The fullback just barrels straight ahead for about 6 yards on first down. So bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it was a quick hitter on the inside there. Just a simple belly dive there. Quick handoff out of the wing T, like Matt said. And, boy, he had 3 or 4 yards before I think our guys even knew who had the ball. Picks up about 6 on that, as Matt mentioned. Got it on our side of the field in Charger territory for the first time. 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. We are in the Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash first quarter action here. North Decatur leads 7-0.
Langford in the big split receiver over here to the near side. Marsh gives it to the fullback again. The fullback's got the first down, and he's almost into the second level, saved by Thackeray. That's big number 40, Josh Pettit, barreling down the field. Picks up a nice 10 yards, 12 yards out of that deal, and a first down for Milan. Man, he's a big dude.
He is. Going inside now, using their bigs on our bigs, and they're opening a couple holes up in there. They're also getting their blocking backs down to the second level, tying up our linebackers and so forth. Meister had a chance there. He don't miss many. Don't expect him to miss again.
200-pound, 5'11" fullback gets it for the 3rd time in a row. He's fighting for yards in the middle. He's going to be stood up by the defensive line this time, and the cavalry arrives, gets him down after a pickup of about 2.
All right, so good job in there that time as the Chargers plug that thing up. Nolan Barber and Foster down there on the inside. Charlie Palmer, the big 3 down in there as they stood their ground that time, got him stood up, and then the cavalry came, as Matt mentioned. 2nd and about 8. 7 minutes to go here. First quarter action.
The 2-6 and 8 here. The 2 6'2" towers line up the right-hand side. This is a Wildcat snap with Wyatt Marsh leading the way.
There we go.
Wyatt Marsh took a shot from Thackeray. That is a dangerous place to put your quarterback as a lead blocker, and Thackeray nullified the lead block.
Yeah, and you got to think here, this ball inside the 30-yard line. I don't know what they got for a kicker, but you got to think this is probably 2-down territory for Milan. So anything with positive yardage here, and I'm sure they're going for it.
3rd and 5 from the 29-yard line of North Decatur. We're just 6 minutes have expired here in the first quarter. North Decatur with that quick 2-down score leads 7-0. And this is a big stop here potentially for North Decatur. They got Pettit in the backfield along with Alcorn. Alcorn gets, inside run, faked me out. And he's going to have the first down. He picked up about 12 yards on the inside trap.
Yeah, good job there as they really had some good ball workmanship down in there, if you want to call it that. It fooled 2 or 3 of our guys back there.
This Brady Alcorn has ran the ball well for them. That was not who ended up with that ball. But I'm looking at the big number 19 in the backfield. He's a 5'10", 160-pounder, but he's stocky. He lines up next to Pettit as they run split backs here with Marsh under center. The give is to Pettit inside. 40 is down to the 6-yard line. Inside run, just grinding away here at this Charger defense, getting big chunks at the moment. And we're going to have to find something in that interior, Chris, to get this nullified.
Yeah, they're really opening up some big holes in there. That's a big kid, and if you let him get ahead of steam, that's going to be hard for our secondary and safeties to make that tackle. And they're just really they're opening some holes in there.
I'm watching the ball awful heavy, but I'm trying to pay attention. How are they blocking this, Chris? Are they trapping this, or how are they getting our interior 4?
Well, they ran a trap that last time. They pulled 57.
Because right now you got Charlie Palmer and Nolan Barber
There's
in the middle.
pull again.
And that's a load. Now we're going to roll Marsh out to the side. Marsh pays for it. He gets hit.
Nice job.
And what a play over there on the side. And who broke that up?
Eli Trinnicamp.
Trinnicamp gets another big stop defensively. He got tattooed when he threw that ball by Simon Barber. Trinnicamp shows up just in the nick of time, makes the hit, and dislodges the ball, or that would have been an Indian touchdown.
Yeah, good thing there that Barber was coming on the blitz as he was unable to step into that to get any kind of, heat behind that throw, get anything on it. And Trenenkamp with a nice play, able to get back and get his hand in there and knock that down.
Marsh back under center now. He's got the big fullback Pettit behind him, as well as Alcorn. The give is to Pettit.
Inside again.
Pettit is stood up and stopped. Meister came in, wrapped him up down low, and he's finished off by Charlie Palmer on the top end.
Yeah, good job there by Meister. Like I said, he kind of missed that one down there, and he don't miss many, folks, and he didn't miss that time. Great job there.
All right, it's 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line now, and the crowd gets a little into it here. Cowbell Nation was looking for some excitement. Is this AC/DC? Who's playing? No, that's Marilyn Manson.
I can't hear it.
That's the edited version, radio edit.
Radio edit.
Yep, have to for the kids. Pettit, the up back. Marsh in the gun. Direct snap to Alcorn. Again, Marsh is going to lead block. Alcorn's leading for the pylon, and he's going to get a touchdown.
And that time they got the corner, Matt, as they sewed down. They pinned everybody down inside, and they got the corner out there on us. And just like that, Milan ties this thing up. And I'll tell you, that's the punt, there. It switches the field position, gets them at the ball at the 40-some yard line, short field. Milan takes advantage of it, just like we did on the opening kickoff, and now it's a tie. Well, possibly a tied ball game here is number 11. Who's their kicker? Nick Voss. He's a junior. Little guy out there. That don't mean anything. You can have a heck of a leg.
Hayden Poole on the hold, Voss on the kick, and that is through the uprights. That's going to tie us up at 7 apiece. 4:04 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
Okay, back here live, Ed Kalen Field. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash first quarter, and it's 7-7. And we talked about it, Matt, in the pregame. And this game tends to be a tight game all the way through, and that's exactly what we've got so far. Both teams taking advantage of good field position. North Decatur on the opening kickoff ran it back inside the 45-yard line, and then the North Decatur punt that went out of bounds. Milan gets the ball at their own 42, 43-yard line, and both of them punch it in for a touchdown.
Milan traveled about 52 yards in 10 plays there, and scored, but they chewed up about 5 minutes of clock that drive, and it ends in 7. So now we're knotted up at 7 apiece, and we're back where we started.
Well, they went to the run game that time, as they only threw about 2 passes in that, and I believe both of them were incomplete, as they did a lot of dirty work in there with big number 40, and they were able to punch that in there. The Chargers are going to have to shore that up on defense.
Ooh, ugly kick, kind of a watermelon-style kick, and that's going to be fielded by Tyler Dean. Tyler Dean falls down pretty quickly around the 43-yard line is where they're going to spot it at the 44. North Decatur, good field position.
But, again, that's the Thackeray factor there. They didn't want to kick it deep to him, so they squib it, and we're going to get the ball at the 44-yard line.
All right,
so
now,
excellent field position starting off here for the Chargers.
Now this offense, see if we can put a drive together to answer. It's 1st and 10 from their own 44. Matthew Fields, I formation behind him. Simon Barber, Corbin Thackeray. I'm sorry, that's Sakani and Thackeray. Thackeray is met in the backfield by 51. Looked like Levi Pierce was untouched.
So a little bit of momentum and some enthusiasm here out of the Milan Indians as the Chargers get just back to the line of scrimmage there after coming off the score. They're up to play a little defense, Matt. North Decatur's going to have to assert themselves here again.
Well, now football's a game of momentum, and Milan has not scored in the first quarter yet this season, so they're fired up. Now they want to get a stop and go for a lead here. North Decatur has to withstand this flurry. Matthew Fields is under center. He's going to give to Thackeray. Thackeray's got a nice hole. He makes a nice cut and gets about 8 yards of it back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and that's nice. Gets it across midfield. They're going to spot the ball just short of the Milan 49-yard line. 3rd and about 2.5 or so here for the Chargers.
It is a 3. Give it a 3rd and 3. My eyes are off, Chris.
Well, I tell you, look for us to keep utilizing the inside there. I feel like from the center of the 2 guard positions that we're doing an excellent job of blocking on the inside.
There's space in there, and Milan is running this odd man front.
Well, they're creeping up.
They're a 5-man front at the moment. Yeah, he's coming. He's going to go B-gap, and Thackeray's going to get it over there off tackle. He lunges ahead, picks up 4 yards and a first down.
All right, so now the Chargers in business here again. Ball going to be just at the 45-yard line, nose of it on the 45-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
Hasn't Milan's MO been that 4-man front, though, leaving the off tackle?
It has. Yeah, and I think they've played that probably for as long as I can remember, probably as long as for Langfordman's been there. So he changes things up on offense quite a bit, it seems like, but it seems like he's got his own defense.
But he's got 5 down right now.
And maybe he made that adjustment after that first series.
So he's got a nose tackle. He's got 2.
He's playing a 52, basically.
Yeah, he is a straight 52 now with 4 DBs. And back to pass, bobbled the snap is Fields. Fields has got to pull it down. Now he's got to go. He had pressure, and he's going to get a decent pickup right up the middle of that defense. There's a flag.
It's got to be a hold.
And I'm wondering if that might not be a hold. Yep, he indicated a hold against North Decatur.
Yep.
So on 1st and 10 from the 45 of Milan, we're going to back this up 10 yards, and it's going to leave us a 1st and 14.
But they'd back that up now from the spot of the foul,
That's
right?
correct.
Yep. So it's
1st and 14.
Yep. Going to move the ball back to the 49-yard line. All right, 1 minute, 53 seconds to go. Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash, locally owned.
They've got their money's worth this quarter.
They have.
That's a long quarter. 5 possessions here so far in this first quarter. All right, it's 1st and 14. Let's start over. Ball's on the 49-yard line of Milan. Just across midfield, Matthew Fields is in the gun, puts Thackeray in motion from his left to right. Gives to Simon Barber. Simon Barber's got pressure in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage. They're going to give him forward momentum to our 49. He's going to lose 2.
Well, I want to see where that number 50 lines up at, if he's a D lineman or if he just shot the gap there from his linebacker position.
Either way, he's a problem.
Yes, he is. Looks like he's playing right over the ball there.
Jacob Dillsborough, defensive lineman is how they have him listed. Disborough, I'm sorry, not Dillsborough. That's a town.
There you go. He might not be far from Dillsborough, though. That's down there by Milan, Matt.
That's fair.
Just a short jaunt.
All right, it's 3rd and a hot minute.
Right across
I'm sorry, second. 2nd and 16 now, 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Matthew Fields with split backs in the gun. He gives to Thackeray. Thackeray's got pressure. He's hitting the backfield. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to drive the pile about 4 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 here.
Yeah, we're still going to have to run a play, though. We can't let it take this to the quarter. So we're going to have to come up with a 3rd down play here. Boy, and I think if North Decatur can get down there within 2 or 3 yards, they'll probably go for it here on 4th down with the ball resting on the 46-yard line. 3rd and 11 for the Chargers. Now, wait. I guess they can take it to the quarter. Maybe that's my mistake.
Oh, there's about a half second's difference between the play clock and the game clock. And, I think they're going to take it to the quarter.
All right, so it's going to tick down here as it's about ready to hit 00 just now. We'll take a quick break. That's the end of the first quarter where this is all tied up. North Decatur 7, Milan 7. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here live, Ed Kalen Field, home of the North Decatur Chargers. 7-7, we're going to enter the second quarter. Second quarter sponsor here tonight, Matt, Decatur County Memorial Hospital. The quality care you want, close by, same-day appointments now available. Call 812-222.
Docs.
You know it, D-O-C-S.
Not D-O-X, not D-O-C-K.
S.
It's S. D-O-C-S.
All right, so now the Chargers here going to spread it out, Matt.
Boy, we're rolling with 4 receivers in an empty backfield. I'm sorry, there's 5 receivers there, 5-man line. And Milan doesn't bring any extra hats. We're man up hat to hat. He's going to take a shot. He's got him. Oh, it falls incomplete. And I believe that was Odell, the intended receiver. We haven't called that name yet, but Odell had a step on him, had it in his hands, wasn't able to come up with it.
Yeah, now the Chargers looks like they're going to send on the punt team. Boy, and that's one I think Odell'd like to have back. Pretty nice placed ball there by Matthew Fields as he dropped that one in the breadbasket, and Logan unable to cure that in. That brings the punt on.
My goodness, what a kick by Tyler Dean. Fair catch inside the 10-yard line.
There we go.
And
that's how you kick it.
Well, that was a nice kick. How does he kick with those 40-year-old knees is my question.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a spiral, too.
Yeah, he placed it really nice. He's trying to corner that one out of bounds. They're going to place this down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, excellent job there by Tyler Dean. That's a field flipper. That's what we like to call it. And that sets the Charger defense up here for some success now.
So after an 8-play drive, North Decatur has to punt. They do burn up the rest of the first quarter and about a minute into the second quarter. But Milan now with their worst field position coming out of the shadows of their own goalpost.
Boy, turnover would be large. Would be large.
Huge.
Don't let them get behind you, though. I got a feeling they're going to take a stab here one of these times.
Yeah, North Decatur crowds everybody inside that box there. Safeties are about 7 yards deep. The give is to Alcorn. Alcorn is going to be over right-hand tackle, and he's going to be met by a wall. Pickup of about 1.5 yards. Give him 2.
All right, good job there. Just an interior run. You know, I see Foster getting up, Meister getting up, Planup getting up, Charlie getting up. There's just a whole group of Chargers in there on that one. And pickup of about 3 yards. Going to send 2nd and 7. Just underway here in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter, and it's been a heck of a ball game both so far. Both teams taking advantage of short field position and scoring their touchdown 7-7.
Marsh crouches under center. Counter coming this way, and Alcorn is going to get stood up. Everybody stayed home. Carter Gray made the hit. Simon Barber on the assist. Carter Gray did a really nice job staying home that time.
Excellent job there, as he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Stayed right in there. All right, so now we put on a little bit of a counter position, a counter nickel defense here. Sorry, not a counter, as they ran the counter, but
what are we countering?
Bring a couple backs in.
We're countering something. 3rd down and about 10.5 yards. Deep in Milan territory. Marsh is going to back up and get in the gun in a passing formation to try to get it through the air. He's got one back beside him. For protection, back to pass. He's got time, pulls it off his initial look. Now he's scampering. Marsh is on his legs, and he finds him. Micah Norman runs the out route at the 20-yard line. About a 15-yard out and a 1st down.
Yeah, as he made a cut. I don't think it was the initial route that he was going to run, but it was one of those jobs where it's got into the scramble mode, and he comes back to the quarterback, and Trinkamp unable to keep up with him, able to drop it in there, pick the 1st down up just across the line.
Well, that's just a couple seniors being on the same page there when Marsh pulled the ball down and started to move to his right. Micah Norma broke off his route and ran into a place where he could be seen. And they connect. 1st down, Indians. Here we go. 4 receiver set. Marsh gives to the tailback. Who is that?
13.
Beckett Linkferman on the run.
Well, that's a freshman. All right, pickup of about almost 6. We're going to call it 5. They're going to spot it just across the 25-yard line. 26. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 here. All right, so Milan content to let that clock run.
So
being very methodical with their with their play is how they're running it. Play clock already inside 5.
Brady Alcorn is out in the slot, and here comes Beckett Langferman, and he pays for it. I tell you, Eli Trenkamp did a really nice job coming up and wrapping up the legs, and Simon Barber cleaned his clock up high.
Well, and you could see that kind of coming there, and Eli's seen it too, and he took right off after it and made a nice tackle. He broke down, got his arms around Langferman's legs, and he had nowhere to go. No pickup on it. 3rd and 5 here still. I guess they did give him one. Big 3rd down here for the Chargers.
3rd and 4, they're going to come to the line with Nope, Beckett Langferman is the running back. Wyatt Marsh is the quarterback. We put Brady Alcorn in motion from left to right. Back to pass is Marsh. Marsh looks over to that side, and he's got a man, and he's hit. Dislodged the football. And that's Hunter Meister. No, it's Simon Barber on the hit.
With a hit.
Boy, Simon Barber has laid some timely hits all night long.
Yeah, and I honestly think he never did catch that as he seen Simon Barber coming, and he didn't even catch it, and then he still has to take the thumping that Simon gave him.
Now Milan in punt formation, number 72, Jose Blanco. We're going to go with Jose Blanco. Blanco Brown.
Blanco is white in Spanish, isn't it, Mike?
That is correct.
Jose White?
Who needs Rosetta Stone when they have Chris Caney?
Get away from that one. Get away from that one. Get away from that one.
No Blanco on that kick. It dribbles across the 50-yard line. He's going to get about a 25-yard punt out of it. And North Decatur is going to have good field position at their own 47-yard line.
And it looks like the Chargers here are anxious to get back out on the field. All right, so good field position here again for the Chargers. Ball already near midfield. Short field for the Chargers. Last time the offense kind of sputtered a little bit, Matt. Missed the big play down the field. Let's see how they come back and get this thing rolling.
Milan lines up in their 5-man front again. 52 defense here with 4 DBs set back behind them. 2 receivers out for North Decatur. I formation back behind Fields. He's going to crawl under center here on 1st and 10. Little draw play, or I
think he kept it. I think there was.
He faked the fullback and then kind of rode it through and followed in behind. I don't know if he ever had that snap cleanly. He looked down at his hands.
It looks like he was pushing the ball out, like he was about ready to drop it. Nonetheless, he controls it and gets that thing up there.
It's all right. Midfield, 2nd and 7.
All right.
Braden Murray, the split receiver here down to this side. One back is Simon. The give is to Simon Barber. Barber's up the middle, running north and south hard. Sniffing out that 1st down. The spot should give it to him. He's waving the chains. 1st down Chargers.
All right, nice job inside there by the interior lineman again, opening up a nice hole in there. Barber takes advantage of it and gets into the 2nd level where he's deadly and gets the 1st down. More importantly, it's got it into Milan territory again. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Decatur County Memorial Hospital 2nd quarter action. It's been a whale of a football game, 7-7 here, folks.
You know, it doesn't take Simon long to get into the 2nd level. When he cuts north, he's there. Here the fullback is Corbin Thackeray. The tailback is Simon Barber in this offset I formation.
Corbin Thackeray is right there.
Boy, he is real snug. Yep. And he gets the lead block. Simon Barber's into the 2nd level, runs over the safety, and he's free. He's down to the 20, into the 15-yard line where he's chased down from behind, tackled by Brady Alcorn, but not before he picks up a smooth 30 yards on the play.
Great job there again. Barber didn't get touched till he had to run over the safety, which he did, and then he got into the 2nd level, was grabbed from behind. But, man, our line is really blocking good this time.
Right into the teeth of that Indian defense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. 6:46 left in the 1st quarter. Or 2nd quarter. Who's the 2nd quarter brought to you by?
Decatur County Hospital.
Decatur County Hospital. Matthew Fields under center. Give to Barber. Barber cuts back this time. He's looking for the pylon. He bounces it outside. He might have it. Touchdown. Touchdown Chargers.
And just like that, there's another Charger in the barn. North Decatur puts it in from the 15-yard line. Simon Barber with a nice cutback run.
What a cut by Simon.
As they were playing way over on that to the play side of the field, he cuts it back. Nobody home on the backside. The corner's even gone. And just like that, North Decatur gets back a score.
4 plays, 2 minutes ran off the clock, and a 6-point lead at the moment. Odell's going to make it 7 here. Good hold, good kick. That's in the bean field.
Here we go. There we go. That's good. All right. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
All right, back here live, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, second quarter action. And North Decatur puts another 7 up on the board. It's 14-7. And North Decatur really like playing with that lead. 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go, Matt. And that was just kind of a powerhouse run all the way down.
That's all it was. Run. Runs of 3, 7, 30, and 15 to cap off the drive. Simon Barber puts them into pay dirt. And now 14-7 after the Odell PAT. Comfortably back to that 7-point lead. There's still plenty of time here for Milan to work with. It only took them about 4 minutes to score last go-around.
Good kick. Goal line.
Good kick into the goal line, and that's going to be a touchback.
Great job, Aries. With the win now, Matt. And he shows it. That's a no-doubter.
He thought it was like the NFL. He was going to bring that out.
All right, so just like that, North Decatur pins them back at the 20-yard line.
All right, let's get a 3 and out here, boys. 3 and out, and punch it in for a 2-score lead going into half would be all right. That's what I'd like to see.
All right, 6 minutes, 25 seconds.
Marsh in the gun. Fakes to Alcorn, keeps it himself. Over to the right-hand side, he's got space. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to run him over. But that is Corbin Thackeray that saves the touchdown over on that side with the sure-handed tackle. But he picks up 7 yards in the process.
Yeah, they're finding some space, Matt. They're getting some holes made in there. And they're getting the edge a little bit. I'd like to see us shore that edge up a little bit. Really, if Thackeray doesn't make that tackle, it's a foot race.
Good play there by Marsh, and he's got the legs to get out there and create stuff on his own. And that time they brought the whole play to the right side of the defense.
With the ball in there.
Now he's going to have 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side, 1 to the top with the trips. He fakes, gives to Langferman, and Charlie puts an end to that freshman's run immediately. Charlie Palmer on the stick.
Yeah, him and Nolan Barber, Charlie leading the way, Barber finishing.
All right, so after the 1-yard loss, it's going to be 3rd and 4 on the board officially. All right, be on your toes here. What is Coach Langferman going to dial up here? Deep in his own territory, mind you. He's going to have the freshman in the backfield with him. He evacuates the backfield. The screen is set up, and it's read beautifully by Carter Gray. Nope, that's
Adam Watley.
Adam Watley makes the play. Sniffed the screen out and was all over it. What a play by Adam Watley.
Yeah, great job there. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. Stayed at home and made a great tackle on the football. Good play there by Watley. He was the only one there.
Yeah, he just laid back on that screen, and as soon as he made the catch, Watley accelerated, took him out of commission, and now it's 4th and 4, no gain. Punter's on the field. Heels at his 15-yard line, going to kick it from his 18. Didn't get a very good one away. Just crosses midfield and spins back, and that's going to be in North Decatur territory where they down it at the 48.
Short field again here, Matt.
Not what Milan wanted there. Now North Decatur has the ball and the momentum, and they've only got a 48-yard field ahead of them. Yeah, we can run this 4 minutes down.
I think we can. 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Thackeray's in the backfield behind Fields. The give is to Thackeray. Thackeray's got space out in front. He's wrapped up by the corner, I believe. Knifed in and stopped that play, but it picks up 5.
Yeah, still a nice pickup there. Positive yardage on first down. It's exactly what we did last week. Thackeray runs the ball harder than anybody, and he's got 5, almost 6 yards there. Ball already inside the Milan 45-yard line, down to the 43. So North Decatur, plenty of time and an excellent field position here.
Give over to the right-hand side. Thackeray on the carry. He's going to pick up about 3 more there.
All right, so they're going to run a new position group on here. 3rd and 3.
Trinkamp, Caney on. Gray.
Kinker off.
Kinker off. Hunter Meister in motion, power eye behind Fields. The give is to Thackeray. Thackeray's going to drive ahead. He's going to be short, mowed down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Well, they got a lot of penetration in there at that time. Milan did. Coach going to probably let this thing run down, get a timeout. Going to get the clock, the game clock down to about 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Now they run Matthew on. Coach Stearns over here talking to the official. He's definitely going to take a timeout.
Right.
All right, with that, we'll take a quick timeout. 14-7, North Decatur leads us. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Second quarter action. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Okay, back here live. We're going to set the scene for you here. It is in the second quarter. The Decatur County Memorial Hospital Quality Care close by. You want second quarter. And North Decatur leads this 14-7. It is 4th and 3. The ball sits on the Milan 41-yard line. And the Chargers here, looks like they've got the offense on there.
Well, given the field position and the time on the clock, I'm sure they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and 3. We empty the backfield and save Simon Barber standing beside Fields. Matthew gives them a hard count, trying to get them to jump.
They don't think we're going to run it, Matt, or they don't think we're going to pass it.
The give is to Barber. Barber fumbles the snap for just a second, or the exchange, bobbles it, dives forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover on downs.
Yep, that's it. And they had no intention of thinking we were going to throw the ball there, as they had the line stacked up there and just ran into the teeth of that defense. Now, clock's going to stop on turnover, change of possession. So there's 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. 14-7, North Decatur still leads us, but that's a big stop for the Milan defense, Matt.
Yeah, that leaves Milan 2 minutes and 9 seconds now to travel about 59 yards. And here you might see Wyatt Marsh uncork here to Langferman and Micah Norman. Micah Norman is the split receiver here to the near side. Marsh back to pass, looks to his right. He's got a hook route over there, a little out route. He fumbles it out of bounds, fumbles it forward. Good hit by Tyler Dean, dislodging that complete pass.
It's going to gain about 7, though, on that. It's a good first down play. Stops the clock, too. Only takes 6 seconds off there. Already the ball nearing midfield.
Only took 6 seconds there. Now it is 2nd and 3. Marsh with the freshman Langferman beside him. Back to pass, empty backfield. Now we get pressure. He's going to step into it. He throws it into a crowd and it's picked off the other way. Here comes Thackeray on the interception. He's got blocks in front of him in green grass. He may take it to the house, but there's a flag back in the secondary.
Now.
And I don't know who it's going to be on.
I'm afraid it's going to be on us.
That is a pick six, and it was every bit of 75 yards on the return. But we have to read the hanky.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get too excited about that. It looked like, and I'm not sure, Simon Barber looks like he's shaking his hands, got his hands up, and they're going to walk it off. That's a pass interference, evidently.
Yeah, so we go back to the original line of scrimmage, marked off 15 yards. And that pushes the ball down into the 40-yard line of North Decatur. They're up to the 37 after the 15-yard walk.
And that's a big penalty there. All right, so after the big penalty here, what was a pick six for the Chargers, turns it around on the penalty. Now Milan in business here.
Milan takes a timeout. We should pay some bills. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
All right, back here live, North Decatur High School, Ed Kalin Field, where we've got a good game going on. North Decatur leads this thing 14-7. Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter action, but Milan off of a fresh big penalty where North Decatur had returned it for a touchdown off the interception by Thackeray, but gets called back, and now Milan with the ball inside North Decatur territory already, with the ball at the 37-yard line. So short field, 1:44, plenty of time here, so the North Decatur defense got to stay home.
The give is the Beckett Langferman. He has nothing doing. Stop by that defensive line.
Carter Gray
got penetration, got the tackle for a loss. That is going to be a 3-yard loss.
More importantly, that keeps the clock running, Matt. I'm surprised that kid, you could tell he's a good athlete, but he's still just a freshman back there to try to run it into the teeth of the defense.
All right, and here's why, though. You put your running back out in the slot, and you throw it to him. And that is complete to Alcorn. And he picks up about 4 yards. And now it's going to bring 3rd and 8. Hurry up offense, back to line of scrimmage. 1:06 remaining in the quarter.
Eating a lot of clock here, not gaining much yards, though, Matt.
Back to pass is Marsh. He's looking deep. He has to come off of it due to pressure. Now he's loose with his legs. He makes Barber miss momentarily. Barber's a sure tackle, brings him down after 3 yards. That is 4th down with under 52 seconds left to go.
All right, so now interesting to see. They're going to run this down and have one play, Matt, or give us the ball. They take a timeout with 42 seconds left. Interesting. All right, well, they take a quick timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Charger Football.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live. 4th down for Milan. There's 42.1 seconds left here in the second quarter. North Decatur leads this 14-7. Milan does have the ball at about the 33-yard line. 6 yards to go to get the line of gain. And that was, I believe, Milan's second timeout, so they're down to 1.
You know, I don't think Milan has taken a shot down the field yet, have they? They've tried once or twice.
They had one try down there, but they haven't opened it up like I thought they would. And one guy that's not been throwing the ball very much is number 9 down here for an all-state tight end.
Yeah. And here we're going to drag the option around. He fumbles it, picks it up. Boy, what a lucky bounce. And that's a turnover on downs.
There's a flag down too, Matt.
Boy, he fumbles that ball. It bounces forward about 3 yards right into his hands, but he's still short of the first down.
That's on them.
The flag was on them, and that'll be declined. Charger football with 36.8 to go in the half. Boy, and what an opportunity Milan was not able to cash in on. North Decatur, maybe more impressively, made the stop when they had to, and now they've got the football with time left to extend the lead, currently at 7 points with 36.8 seconds to go. The plan up in motion, back to passes, Fields. He's going to take a shot. Great job blocking up front. He's got a man up the sideline, diving, outstretched arms just a little too much. Intended for
Henry
Kinker on the fly route up the sideline. He's got to lay out for that.
Well, I think he tried.
He had his outstretched arms. I need to see a little leap. Hard one to control on the way to the ground. Now here comes a new package with Murray, Barber, Trinkamp, and Meister.
All right, 38.8 seconds here.
Clearly, that's the speed package with 5 receivers, and we're going to streak them up the field because Logan Odell came off there as well, and we tried to take a shot there earlier.
We got Thackeray out here, too.
Thackeray's in the slot. Timeout, North Decatur here, it looks like.
All right, so Coach Stern takes a timeout. We'll take one, too. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
All right, back here live at Kalen Field. Well, North Decatur leads 14-7. 30.8 seconds to go. Second quarter action, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, second quarter. And what has been a really good football game, Matt.
Good kids.
Kind of a game of field position so far here tonight.
It's been back and forth and back and forth. Good tackling, a lot. It's a physical game, I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
Simon Barber for North Decatur, I don't know how many plays he's been in on defensively, but he brought the hit stick tonight, and he just made a play to end that last drive.
He did. You're right. Well, and then they fumbled the ball. Milan's been a little loose with the ball. They've been fortunate. They haven't lost anything. We had an interception that got called back and on a penalty, and they fumbled it out of bounds once over there, and then he just fumbled it there on that fourth down play, was able to recover it, but Milan here living dangerously. Hey,
we're not going to run here.
No, unless it's Matthew.
4 receivers to the right-hand side, 1 at the top. Back to passes Matthew. He's got steps up into the pocket. Now he's clear. Gets one loaded up the seam. He chucks it, and it's going to be picked off. Threw up a Hail Mary on the seam routes. It got a little close to the receivers, but there were 4 DBs in the area, and one of them came up with the pick at the 20-yard line.
All right, so now North Decatur, Milan still with 1 timeout, turns it over, 21.4 seconds to go. So see what Milan will do here. They do get the ball to start the third quarter.
Milan on their own 20-yard line. Only 21.4 seconds left, and I don't know that they have any timeouts, do they?
Well, maybe not. They took 2 there on that last drive. I don't know if they used one earlier or not.
Marsh is going to have an empty backfield. He's going to step into a throw. It's just a short 5-yard out. He's going to get out of bounds, does Langferman, Grant.
So 13.9, maybe setting this up that they can throw some kind of a Hail Mary maybe, but they're going to need another 30 yards to even think about doing that.
Well, now they're just 70 yards short of the goal line at the moment.
I think they're going to be content maybe here. Well, we'll see. They've got two receivers out, one in the slot. Excuse me.
Gives to Alcorn. Alcorn inside. And he's got a full head of steam, but he's going to get caught by the pursuit. He's going to pick up a decent gain there of about 13 out to the 40-yard line. Now they're only going to have a stopped clock while they reset these chains. So we'll see how
one deep, Matt.
See how quick they come to the.
There's their timeout.
All right, so they use their timeout there after that first down, and with 6.7 seconds left, this is probably going to be the last play of the half.
Yeah, we'll just keep it right here. We don't want to miss the play. So the ball rests on the 41-yard line. Don't think the kid can throw it to the end zone there. I'll be very surprised if he does. But nonetheless, interesting if they got some kind of a trick play they want to try to use. You know, there's nothing more than what Milan wants than to have this thing tied up and be able to get the ball coming out in the third quarter. North Decatur's just got to stay back and keep everything in front of them, Matt.
Oh, you know they're going to come out in the prevent defense and put 5 DBs back there, and they're going to back them up to the 15-yard line, keep everything in front of here at this point. All right, Marsh back to pass. Charlie Palmer gave him pressure. Now Charlie's trying to corral him. He gets loose, and he gets loaded up, and he throws a dart up the sideline. Oh, and it was almost caught just behind the DB there was
Thackeray was back there, and I don't know who was back there with him. I think Barber. I think that was both of our safeties. So nonetheless, North Decatur are going to go into the halftime here, excuse me, with a 14-7 lead, and again, it's a one-score game, Matt. We'll take one quick commercial break while we get stats, and then we'll be back to set up the Stones Farm Service halftime show. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here live, Ed Kalin Field, North Decatur High School, where North Decatur leads this thing 14-7 at halftime, and what's been a really good game. We're going to set this halftime show up, Matt, and it is the Stones Farm Service halftime show. And halftime tonight is brought to your way by Stones Farm Service, your Kubota dealer. Quality equipment so you can just go mow. Kubota and Stones Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, and we're still Stones. All right, so Matt's got some stats over there.
I do. Interesting first half here. North Decatur has owned the running game with 131 yards of rushing, and that is 50 more than Milan's 82 yards of rushing. Sorry, I'm getting mixed messages here. I don't know what these additional texts are from stats. Okay. Individual stats. Well, that's handy. I haven't had those before. We've got extra credit here from the statisticians. North Decatur in passing, this is interesting. There's just very little to no passing success whatsoever from either team. Milan has thrown for 32 yards. North Decatur, a -6. Wow. Matthew Field is 1 for 6 for -6 yards.
Yeah, that's
Wyatt Marsh no better. He's 6 for 11, but 32 yards in the air. Total yards, boy, what a defensive battle here. As Sorry, I don't have total yards all of a sudden. Milan has 146. North Decatur has 119. So just a defensive knockdown drag out here. Very few penalties. There were only 2 penalties on North Decatur for 25 yards, none for Milan. There were no turnovers by Milan, and North Decatur had the 1. So that's where we end up at 14-7 at the halftime break. Those 2 touchdowns from North Decatur came from Thackeray early in the game, second play of the game. He scores from 42 yards out. And then later in the second quarter at the 8:35 mark, Nolan Barber scores from 15 yards out.
Otherwise known as Simon.
Did I say Nolan? My bad.
Did.
My bad.
I'd like to see Big 79 take one in.
Yeah, buddy. Milan's score came on their second possession in the first quarter. At the 4-minute mark, Alcorn scored from 7 yards out. All the PATs were good. It's 14-7, and now we're at halftime. So, good football game. If you like football, it is back and forth. It's not real fancy. It's not made for ESPN Top 10.
No, but I tell you, there's been some good runs, and a lot of the runs that were successful on both teams, Matt, are inside runs. You know, and there's we did get Barber on the cutback. That's what got that outside run, and then they did get their 1 touchdown on the outside run by Alcorn as they really sealed that side off. But it'll be interesting to see, you know, Milan's got to be frustrated that the passing part of this right now is just not going well for them at all. And the first 2 games, make no mistake about it, that's what they were living by. North Decatur with negative passing yards, but still probably pretty content that the running game is working good again here for them tonight. And they're able to carry that out to a 14-7 lead here at halftime. It's on senior night tonight where we celebrated 20-some kids from the cheerleading, from the band, from the football team, and it was a nice, I think cross-country was maybe included with that as well. But a good group of kids here tonight, and it's a good crowd out here, Matt, and they're getting treated to a good football game.
As usual. Rushing yards individual, Corbin Thackeray has 9 rushes. 74 yards. I don't know how many rushes. Oh, that's 9 rushes, 74 yards. Sorry, first time looking at individual stats. Simon Barber has rushed 5 times for 50 yards for an average of 10. 9.6. Thackeray's averaging 8.2 per carry. So pretty impressive on the ground here for North Decatur. I mean, obviously that's the bread and butter that's had the most success on the field, and that's why they enjoy a 14-7 lead. And I don't know, do I have?
Pretty quick. Excuse me, I shut me off there. I should do that more often, right? Pretty quick, excuse me, first half there is a lot of running plays, passing plays, not a lot of completions there, not a lot of attempts. But nonetheless, like Matt mentioned, yards per carry for the Chargers is pretty good, and I would guess that Alcorn's probably got a pretty good yards per carry for going on his side too.
Well, you know, not necessarily, but Alcorn and Pettit have led the way. You know what's interesting is they were having success in that first quarter, Alcorn and Pettit in the backfield, 5 rushes apiece, 30 yards apiece, a gain of about 6 yards per carry per. But then in that second quarter, they all but abandoned that. They put Beckett Langferman back there. He's got 3 rushes for 6 yards. Camden Millers ran the ball. Wyatt Marsh ran the ball in that second quarter. But I mean, did you notice they just abandoned what was working for them?
Yeah, they did, and I think they were really focused on trying to get that passing game going. And I think they put some of them smaller backs in there, and I think their coaching staff's going to go in there at halftime and go, hey, we need to get back to what we were doing. And what was that number 40's name? Pettit. He dominated that drive that they scored on. He got a lot of those 50 yards or so that they got on that drive, and I don't think he touched the ball after that. So it'll be interesting to see if they go back to him or exactly what their plan of action will be here in the third quarter. So we're at 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. We're going to take a quick minute or two here and pay some bills, get some sponsors some time in. We're in the Stones Farm Service halftime show here at North Decatur where the Chargers lead 14-7.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton & Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
Okay, back here live, Ed Kalen Field. 5 minutes, just a shade over to go here in the halftime show. We're in the Stone's Farm Service halftime show, and North Decatur leads this thing 14-7. And what has been a eventful football game here. Both teams scored on what was probably a good field position that they had, short fields that they went through. Couple good jobs on the defensive side of the football. Some passes that North Decatur was able to knock down. Milan, which has thrown the ball a lot, hasn't been able to get that part of their game going. And as we look to the second quarter, Matt, what do you think some of the keys are here that both teams are going to have to do?
Door key and a cotter key. That's what I'm going to go with.
Latch pin, cotter key?
Just standard.
Standard. Just the old K style.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think North Decatur's just got to keep doing what they're doing, keeping this running game at bay. I think that's part of the reason that Milan went away from it was they were starting to get thinned down and only get 2-3 yards of crack. They're trying to get some passes into that secondary, but honestly, North Decatur has been doing a good job covering up their weapons. I mean, the only I don't know that Grant Langferman has caught a ball aside from that 15-yard out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You can see North Decatur, they've had a couple extra DBs in there when it goes to a passing situation. And, they went totally away, like you mentioned, Matt. The only time they scored all night was when they were doing runs on the inside and so forth like that. And they totally abandoned that in the second quarter. I mean, it went totally away from it, and you got to wonder if we're going to see that again. And I agree with you as far as the Chargers. They just need to keep doing more of the same. Keep the defense, the receivers, in front of them, and make sure tackles, and control the running game, and I think that's going to be for a successful second half for the Chargers.
I'd have to think that Coach Langferman is trying to figure out how he can expose the North Decatur secondary. So imagine with a trailing by a touchdown, in the way this game grinds out, there's speed on both sides of the ball. So, it's going to come down to one of those deals. You're going to win if you have the ball at the end, if you're within a touchdown score. So he's going to try to change that disparity. It would be my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he can find a spot right now in that secondary, because I think this is the best game that the Chargers secondary has played. We get into Eastern Hancock, and when can't think of his name off the top of my head, the quarterback for Eastern Hancock.
Yeah.
But when he would get loose and extend the play, all of a sudden we start to lose some guys, got some guys behind us, and he had a cannon, and we were in the wrong position at times. That has not been the case here tonight. Marsh has ran around and gotten frantic, put everything in a tizzy, but we've done a really, really good job of keeping it in front in the secondary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And like I said, they just need to do more of the same in the second half, and they're going to be in good shape on this. As North Decatur takes the field here as Milan. They don't go to the locker room, do they? They did that when they came here the last time. They go over there somewhere. I don't know where they go, but
yeah, we don't have much of a locker room there for the visiting varsity team, because I'm pretty sure they're down in locker room 4, which is the junior high locker room. Kind of tight. A little tight for a varsity football team. So we're about a minute and a half out. I'm sure.
Yeah, let's close this out, and then we'll take a quick commercial break, because they're going to throw the 3 minutes that I love right back on there, Matt. So,
yeah.
All right, so we're going to close this halftime show out. Halftime's been brought your way by Stone's Farm Service, serving Decatur County and all of southeastern Indiana for over 30 years with quality equipment and a service department that can't be beat. Strong, stable, still Stone's on East Main Street in Greensburg. So that will conclude the Stone's Farm Service halftime show. We've got 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We'll do a couple commercial breaks and be back to kick this third quarter off. You're listening to Charger Football.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton & Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton & Tubby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tubby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton & Tubby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
All right, back here live, Ed Kalen Field. 1 minute, 20 seconds or so to go here before we're going to kick off this third quarter. And we'll go ahead and open up with our third quarter sponsor here tonight, Matt. And that is, drum roll, please. Very good.
Thank you. I'm not even a percussionist.
H&R Block. Oh, good thing I started early. This is a long one. H&R Block. Hello, sports fans. You didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block serves over 2 million businesses like yours every year. From construction to farmers to real estate agents and more, we've seen it all. We are proud to serve our local teachers, coaches, players, fans, and cheerleaders. You can find a tax expert at your Greensburg H&R Block who understands the ins and outs of the industry. H&R Block Business Services, bookkeeping, payroll, taxes advice. Thank you to Suzanne Palmer and all those at H&R Block. As we're set to kick things off here, the clock continues to tick down. We're ready for a little third quarter action football, Matt.
North Decatur is going to kick. 7-point lead, need to get a stop and get the ball back. They're going to kick into the wind. Yes, into the wind. I guess there's a little bit of rain coming.
Is it going to get here?
Well, I don't know.
So you're saying there's a chance.
1 in a million.
About as good as I've got to win the Powerball.
What's that up to now?
1.7 or 8 billion, Matt.
That's how many tickets you bought?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not. All right. 12 minutes on the clock.
I'm not.
2 quarters of action to settle this thing.
I'm not convinced we're going to see a drop of water on that field.
Yeah, I don't. I'll believe it when I see it. We're kind of in a dry pattern. Odell set to kick off.
Odie puts the shoe leather into the football leather and gets it back to the goal line, about the 3-yard line, is where he catches it on the fly, and off he goes Beckett Langferman. He found a hole, and now he's got one man to beat, and that's Odie misses, and Corbin Thackeray chases it down and saves the touchdown, but good angle of pursuit by Corbin otherwise.
Boy, what's that remind you of?
Oh, boy.
A little first quarter action. All right, so now.
Flip the table.
He's going to turn that thing around, turn the tables. Because now North Decatur, Milan going to start on our own 48-yard line, already in North Decatur field position. Heck of a return there by the freshman.
They've used a lot of him. And he does have some breakout speed, clearly. All right, here we go. We're back to Pettit in the backfield.
Yeah, no, this looks more like the first quarter action.
We expected that. And there's Alcorn lead blocking for Pettit. They go to Pettit. Pettit gets bottled up. Charlie's riding his back. And I don't know who else was in there. There's a scrum.
Nolan Barber, Connor Larison. Several of them getting up. Nolan Barber. Or Barber playing up real close to the line of scrimmage tonight in a lot of situations. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. H&R block, third quarter action, just getting started here. Milan with a long kickoff return, got the ball at the North Decatur 46-yard line already.
This is a design keep to Marsh. Marsh is going around. Decent 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 2.
Nice tackle there by Tyler Dean.
3rd and 3.
All right, 3rd and 3 here for the Chargers. We kind of ran on. It looks like more of a pass-oriented defense out there. I think you're going to see a lot of Marsh here in the second half, whether he's throwing it or running it.
Beckett Langferman, the tailback here, is interesting on 3rd down. They give it to the freshman. The freshman makes the cut, and he's got the first down. Interesting. You know, you got Brady Alcorn, and you got that big Pettit bruiser at 200 pounds, and you give it to the 160-pound freshman. They're going to run with him. He gets the first down there.
And just got a hole over there on the left-hand side that time. Able to bust through it. Didn't give him a lot of yards, but gave him enough for the first down. Ball sits on the 37-yard line, almost the 36.
Langferman, the tailback, beside Marsh again. Double tight set here for the Indians. Langferman's going to get bottled up and flipped onto his head. That's what the 160 pounds will get you when Adam Watley gets a hold of you. He kind of got pile driven at that point.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of meat on his bones. He's that kid's, if he's anything like his brother, though, he's going to grow, and he's going to be a pretty good-sized kid. Be a tough running back to deal with here by the time he's a senior.
Double tight set with Noah Morgan and Grant Langferman. Back to passes. Marsh looks over to Micah Norman and short-armed it. Had Norman on a 10-yard hook route for the first down, but buried the ball at his feet.
All right, so big chance here for the North Decatur defense to get off the field. 3rd and 10. And they need to hold them back here, and it's going to be tough to go for it on 4th down if you've got that far to go. All right, so the defense needs to stiffen here.
3rd and 10 from the Charger 36-yard line. Marsh fakes to the Langferman and tattooed on the out route, and a great job by Braden Murray. Braden Murray comes up and lays the lumber to number 81, who had caught that ball in the flat. That's Noah Morgan, the tight end.
Perfect positioning there by Murray as he was right there, seen the play happen. Playing looked like some zone coverage there, too. We had all the right guys in the right spots.
That was 135 pounds on 175 pounds, and the 135 won. This is a game of leverage, though, right?
That's right. That's right. Fourth down, Milan's going to go for it.
4th and 9, they're going to go for it, trailing by 1 score. They still have the freshman in the backfield. They got 3 receivers to the top side. Dribbles the snap back to him. Now he's got to step up in the pocket. He's going to go, and he's got plenty of room for the first down. All he's got to do is slide down, but he lowers his shoulder and picks up about 20 yards. Boy, and that was a busted play from the start because he dribbled that shotgun snap back there.
Boy, that was wide open in the middle that time. There wasn't a guy within 20-some yards. All right, so now North Decatur gives up a big 4th down there, 4th and 9. Milan able to get that. All on the legs of their quarterback, Marsh. Like Matt said, the snap dribbles back to him. He picks it up, scampers for about 25 yards.
They're going to come with a 4 wide receiver set here again. No tight end, just the 5 interior linemen. Now we got pressure. Looked like another hold over there. The receiver catches it on his knees, but he's going to pick up 5.
All right, so he's going to pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now.
Milan has effectively almost chewed up half of this 3rd quarter already on this drive. This will be their 7th play of the drive. It's 2nd and 5, a long 5. This is the keep by Marsh. Marsh gets up into the 2nd level, chased down from behind by Connor Larison.
All right, so that's going to set him up in 3rd and short here, though.
Yeah, he picks up 4. It's going to leave a 3rd and 1. 3rd and a long 1. We'll call it 2.
All right, again, Matt mentioned they're going to eat up half this clock with this next play. A 12-minute quarter is already down to 6:20. H&R block 3rd quarter action.
8th play of the drive. They've only put the ball in the air once, and it was gobbled up right after it was caught. Here's Marsh, gives to the freshman, Beckett Langfordman. Charlie Palmer's there to catch him. 6 other guys jump on the pile. That's all she wrote.
Trenton Larison that time. 4th down again here. All right, so you almost got to spy Marsh, don't you think, Matt?
Well, he's a danger in this situation because he only needs 2 yards, and if you run everybody off in formation, in a passing formation, he's slithery.
Boy, and I'll tell you, they're riding the freshman tonight, aren't they, Matt?
Yeah, they're not going to put Pettit back there. I don't even know if Pettit's on the field at the moment. It's Marsh. Lead block is, the nice cut, but the ball's on the ground. North Decatur recovers. Somebody stripped Marsh as he ran by. Hunter Meister stripped the ball. I don't know who recovered it. It looks like Trenton Larison came up with a fumble. It is North Decatur's ball.
Well, we talked about it there in the first half. Milan's been a little sloppy with the football all night long, Matt. Just to be frank about it, they've had a couple good breaks that have gone their way, and this one finally bounces the Chargers' way as they pick it up on a crucial 4th down deep in North Decatur territory.
All right, Fields gives back to Simon Barber. He tries to run off tackle. He's gobbled up.
52 again.
Colby Bushhorn.
Kid's made some plays tonight.
6 foot, 195-pound defensive end, it looks like.
Moves pretty well, too.
Fields gives back to Thackeray.
I think that might have been
That was Barber. So we pick up 2 more there. It is 3rd and 7, 6.
All right, so we need to get this 3rd down.
Yeah, we don't need to falter here because they're going to
even
get
a good punt is going to give them good field position again.
Get ahead in
Be
the field
nice.
position.
Exactly. Need to get a good first down here and flip this field position at the very worst.
Thackeray's in motion. They fake the quick pitch. Matthew Fields gets hit as he thrown. Oh, and what a pick! It is picked off. Matthew leaves the ball just short, outstretched arms. Milan comes up with a pick.
19, who's that?
Jeez. 19 is
Alcorn.
Alcorn, Brady Alcorn.
That is a heck of an athletic play there.
I don't know what you could say about that one other than just what a play by Alcorn. Matthew Fields gets hit in the face as he throws. No call on the passer. Ball's just underthrown, intended for Murray, I believe. Alcorn just made a play.
Yeah, he did. Matthew had the ball. It was right there, and like Matt said, Alcorn just made a heck of a play there. Anyway, so now Milan going to get the ball again inside the 45-yard line of North Decatur, playing on our end of the field. That's never a good thing. But we still got the lead, 14-7.
Quick pitch back to the freshman, Beckett Langfordman, and he's going to get demolished.
I think that one was Alcorn there. 19.
You're right, it was Alcorn. Thank you.
I thought I seen him when he turned. Good job there by the defense to step up.
So they lose 2 yards on that play.
All right, so 2nd and 12 now for Milan. Clock continues to run. H&R block, 3rd quarter action. 14-7 North Decatur. Going to get down right around 3 minutes when they snap this one.
Quick give to the wing back. He's in full head of steam over to the side, and he gets ripped down by Corbin Thackeray.
Charlie Palmer chasing the ball with a good tackle there.
Colton Harris on the carry. The wide receiver comes from that position. Tries the end around.
Gain of 1. That's not going to do it.
Back to pass is Marsh. He's got a screen set up. Whistles.
They blow that one dead.
They did. False start. Now that's going to bring up 3rd and 16 after the 5-yard walk-off.
Well, that's even better, Matt. So this drive starts inside the 45-yard line, and now the nose of the ball is crowning out near the 50.
Milan looks out of sorts at the moment. A lot of that's caused by the North Decatur defense here thus far. Nothing that Langfordman throws at this thing seems to be working. The defensive line is making plays. Secondary is making plays. Linebackers in pursuit have been phenomenal all night. 3rd and 16. Here they go. Alcorn in motion. Off his spot, he throws off a back foot and a decent catch, diving out of bounds. I don't think he's in bounds. He's called out of bounds. He didn't dot the I over there.
All right, so that's going to be 4th down, and it looks like they're bringing on their punt team here. Great job by the Charger defense there as they come up big. Well, they're not going to punt. They're bringing Thackeray and Barber up.
Yeah, I think North Decatur is going to play defense here. Let them punt it over the head if they do punt it, but they're going to go for it.
Now they put the big boy back in. Boy,
yeah.
I don't.
Pettit, Alcorn in the backfield. Okay, now they shift the formation, and we got flags.
They did an old trick play there, Matt.
They called it on us.
We did.
Offsides.
That's only a 5-yard penalty, so it's still going to be 4th and 11. So we give them back their false start penalty.
The helter-skelter shift caused one of our defensive linemen to jump across the line of scrimmage. Offsides was the call, 5-yard mark-off. Now 4th and 11 here in North Decatur territory. Minute 49 left in the third quarter. Milan trails by 7. Marsh, and they do it again. They do it again, and far side end jumps off. Boy, it is hard not to react to that because everybody jumps at once.
Well, you just got to know that they're going to do it. And, you know, and you're right, it is hard.
Now, with a 4th and 16 a minute ago, becomes a 4th and 6.
And now we did it again.
Is that 3 in a row?
That's 3 in a row, same thing.
So the third walk-off is going to be a 4th and 1 now. Oof.
And I don't know, when it was 4th and 15, it would have been interesting to see if they actually would have went for it. I think at 4th and 10, they were going to go. At 4th and 1, they were definitely going to go.
Yeah, and you're going to see Pettit and Alcorn in the backfield here. Wyatt Marsh is going to crawl under center, 2 tight end set. Marsh is going to keep it himself and just drive the pile, spins off the initial contact. Still loose, and now he's at the 10. 5. He spun out of that scrum somehow and ties up the ball game.
Just unbelievable there.
Jiminy Christmas, how's that happen?
3 offside plays in a row.
And that is a bad possession for North Decatur.
That is. Unfortunately, that did not come off well.
So Wyatt Marsh on 4th and 1.
Just a quarterback sneak, just a tush push.
Yeah, 31-yard.
All right, so they're sitting here to get this thing tied up, and
he
squeezes it through. All right. Minute 39 to go. Third quarter action. H&R Block third quarter. Now this thing is all knotted up. It's 14-14. You're listening to Charger Football.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
Okay, back here live. H&R Block third quarter action. And we are 1 minute and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter, and this thing is all knotted up. And what was a ugly series of downs there by the Chargers. 3 offside. It was 4th and 15. 3 offside penalty, 4th and 16. 3 offside penalties, Matt, put it at 4th and 1. They run the old tush push, quarterback sneak. He gets into the pile, somehow spins out, and gets all the way down to a touchdown. Just unbelievable. All right, so now momentum heavily on the Indian side, and North Decatur's got to take control back over this thing. I think we've controlled this game, Matt, and can't let one little series like that let it get away from us.
I don't know if this is confusion or designed.
I think now they're just trying to.
Chicanery.
Nice.
I don't even know what that means. You're going to have to look that one up.
Webster.
Oh, they do a little squib kick right up the middle. Oh, momentarily bobbled, and we still got the ball on the ground, don't we? Boy, how did he pick that up? Caney snagged that up and go.
Yep.
Old bear paws.
Snagged it up, got it out to, so again, North Decatur with good field position, 45-yard line.
Got to do something with it here. It's only North Decatur's second possession of the quarter here, and only a minute and a half to go. Tie ball game, 14 apiece. Fields crawls under center. Power I backfield. Barber dots it. Barber gets it. Barber's into the second level. He's at the 11. Oh, he picked up 11 yards.
Picked up 11, yeah.
Yeah, to the 45-yard line. Give him 10. First down, Chargers. It's interesting in that power I with Corbin Thackeray that tight to the line. We don't even use Corbin as the lead block there. That is just a straight ISO play on the opposite A-gap, and it hits hard.
Yeah, it does.
Same formation here. See if we continue to attack that A-gap. Here we move Corbin over. We're going to lead with Corbin this time. This time there's penetration. This time contact behind the line of scrimmage and a flag.
That's normally a hold, Matt. Holding, North Decatur. All right, so that's going to back us up 10. It's going to be 1st and 20. Puts the ball back on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I don't know if he's going to mark it from that flag. No, he's going to mark it from the line of scrimmage.
Yep. And I guess that's where it happened at.
Yeah, that's what he's going to say, but didn't get his flag there, Bosco. Got to loosen that shoulder up.
I guess so. Yeah, it didn't go very far, did it?
A little crow hop in there.
Yeah.
Set your feet.
You got to drive that home.
Minus 10 yards on the penalty.
All right, ball now at our own 45-yard line.
Right, where we started.
Got to get all the way to the 35 of Milan for the first down.
First and forever. 33 seconds left in the third. Back to pass is Fields. He's got time. Now he's got pressure. He's off his spot, and he's got to get away from it. And he's going to get massive lost yardage here. They chase him down. He had nothing open downfield. Couldn't get his feet set. And that's going to be a loss of about 12 yards.
That's going to end here, the H&R block, third quarter, too. Now North Decatur in second, and, well, we'll have to figure it up here at the quarter break. It's so far.
I'll get my calculator app open.
You have to get a spotting scope out to see that far flag or marker down there. All right, so that brings a close to the third quarter action here. Thank you to H&R block. And now we'll take a quick break. 14-14 going into the fourth. Heck of a ball game. You're listening to Charger Football.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton & Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton & Tubby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tubby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton & Tubby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Okay, back here live, Chris Caney alongside Matt Morris, and we're in the fourth quarter of the Russ Hubler Ford fourth quarter. Your local Ford dealer offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and great customer service with a smile. Stop by their showroom at 2010 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg and meet their friendly staff. Shop online at RussHublerFord.com. All right, Matt.
Go get your Mustang, Chris.
Yes.
Russ Hubler.
I'll get me a Bronco.
Get the 5-liter.
Bronchero.
The Bronco. They remade the Bronco now. It's kind of a small little car.
They've got a small one, and they got a bigger one, too.
Do
they kind of got the old mid-size or the cruise size.
That's what you need is a mint green Bronco with a white roof and a white hood.
Yep. I don't know about that, but... All right, so now North Decatur here. Second, did you figure it up?
2nd and 32. That is a buncher. Well, Fields is going to be in passing formation. Oh, boy, he took a shot. They just stunned a backer untouched.
Nope, it's incomplete.
I think the pass was a forward pass. There was a receiver in the vicinity. It did not make it back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't know if that matters in high school.
Well, Matt, we got to get the wheels stabilized here.
Yeah, right now we got a lug nut loose.
All right, 14-14, 11:54 to go.
Milan knows we're throwing, so they're sending house here. That time, 50. Disbro came practically untouched on the stunt.
All right. Oh, wow, North Decatur with a timeout. Didn't like what they had there. So we'll take a quick break, too. 14-14, 11:54 to go. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Okay, back here live. North Decatur takes their first time out of the second half. 6 seconds in here to the Russ Hubler Ford, fourth quarter. And, Matt, it is 3rd and 32. So I don't know that without a big play, you're probably just looking at trying to get it up here where we can maybe pin them down somewhere towards their end of the field. Uncle Mo on Milan's side right now as they just come off of a touchdown run by their quarterback. And North Decatur driving the ball, gets a holding penalty, backs them up, and then a quarterback sack to get him here this far back. And, well, we're going to go open. We got to have a good protection here by the line.
We got one back in the backfield. No backs.
Nope.
He's got pressure. He's trying to get off the spot. He's going to get sacked again. Loss of 2. That time, I think we were hat on hat, and we just couldn't keep them off the field.
Yeah, we couldn't there. They've been getting penetration here for the better part of the second half. And now we got to punt this ball way. We'll be lucky if we can get that back to where our line of scrimmage should have been. All right.
Oh no, we snapped the ball into the end zone or close to it. And
Good
Tyler
job.
Dean does a heck of a job of getting that punt off.
Good job.
And we get a huge roll. Goes to the 35-yard line, 38-yard line. And Tyler Dean gets the Purple Heart for that effort on that play.
That's special teams play of the game right there. Not only is it a great play, but just a great sense of to know where you're at and what's going on. And you got to get rid of that ball. And, wow, that's great. Still Milan with great field position, but Tyler Dean with a lifesaver there, just frankly a lifesaver.
Salvaged what could have been just an absolute disaster for North Decatur in a tie football game. Tyler Dean had the head on him to scoop that thing up and kick it in 2 steps. Puts a 40-yard punt on. Gets Milan back to the 37-yard line.
All right, so Milan set in tight again.
Marsh rolls to his right, has to pull it down. He's got heat. He gets the ball away, throws it out of bounds.
Bryce the plan over there to make a play. Does get the ball, though. I guess the same situation that Matthew did.
They throw the flag for intentional grounding.
Well, he was about halfway to 3/4 of the way down.
I'm surprised they didn't call him down, to be honest with you.
It looked like his right knee was down. That's loss of down, too.
Tough start to the drive for Milan. That backs them up 17 yards. This is going to be 2nd and 27.
All right, so now Milan, man, I'll tell you, this has just been a game of back and forth. Now them in a similar position to what North was just in.
Marsh gives it to, boy, what a hit on that side. That was Tyler Dean. Tyler Dean is playing with some fury right now. He picks up about 3 yards on the play. I think that was the freshman. Was that Beckett Langferman? Yeah.
I can't tell.
Beckett Langferman on the carry.
All right, so now 3rd and forever. All right, so now, Matt, you're going to see that where they're going to try to get us to jump again.
Yeah, 3rd and 22.
You need to tell those 3 guys right up front, those 4 guys right up front, do not move. Don't move until they snap the ball. Don't look at anything else but the football. Look at the football.
Nope, a quick snap it actually. Marsh throws the screen pass. The screen is sniffed out again. And that's
Meister.
Hunter Meister came flying in, swallowed up the screen.
Hunter Meister, the senior on senior night with a big tackle.
That brings up 4th down. Milan's going to have to punt this one away. The ball's at the 30, 25-yard line of their own.
Just an exact flip of script right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't jump, don't jump.
No trickeration here, just a quick snap and a nice spiraling punt. Fair caught at the logo.
Good job. All right, so Thackeray comes up, makes the catch. We're going to keep it right here. You've got 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Well, it's an electric second half, that's for sure. Emotionally charged. Milan started it. They started it, Chris.
Yep, that's right.
They started it, and
we're going to finish it.
They thought they had some momentum. North Decatur had a bit of a disaster on that possession, but then they forced Milan in their own disaster. Now North Decatur has the football, fresh set of downs on their own 47-yard line. The give to Barber.
Picks up about 5. Good play there on first down. 2nd and 5 for the Chargers. Russ Hubler forward, 4th quarter action. 9 minutes, 16 seconds to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just stay in our wheelhouse here and run the zone, run the ISO. We have not seen the powerhouse backfield yet either. And there's a hard count by North Decatur, and that creates an offsides penalty by the Indians. And
that'll be a first down.
Should be a first down. All right, moving the chains.
All right, so now North Decatur first down inside their own 45-yard line.
Typical Milan North Decatur fashion game. It is down to the wire. There's 8 minutes to go. It is a tie football game. North Decatur gets to the line quickly from the huddle, and here's the powerhouse backfield with 2 fullbacks in Caney and Thackeray. The give is to Barber behind him. Barber's got a seam, and he hits the linebacker, spins off of him, picks up about 8 yards.
Great job there. Big gain on first down. Pickup of 8 yards. Big hole there on the right-hand side.
That was the first time all game we'd seen that formation, Chris, and we used a lot of that at Eastern Hancock.
We did, and we had really good success with it.
And we come right back to it. Caney and Thackeray, the fullbacks, in the, we'll call it a wishbone, right? Inverted wishbone. The give to Barber, left to off tackle.
First down.
Real close. Waving the chains. First down, Chargers. Awfully quick on that call, if not premature, I might add.
I seen it. I got my spectacles on tonight, Matt. I can see the writing on that yard barn over there in the outfield of the softball diamond.
Calling a game with you is a spectacle. You have that right. That's a good eye, though. You've been eating your carrots, ain't you?
I have.
Powerhouse backfield, stay with it again. The give is to the fullback this time. Here's Corbin Thackeray, and he makes a cut behind the lead block, and he's got a burst of speed.
Running.
Langferman catches him from behind.
I tell you, let's stay right with it.
I think
Thackeray jumps right in behind Caney, and they take it down. And Thackeray running the ball hard, and frankly, it's Thackeray time right now.
I don't know what he picked up there. Was that about a 20-yard scamper? We'll call it 20.
20. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball sits on the 14-yard line. All right, so Thackeray looked like he did something there. He got banged up a little bit. What are we doing?
Is that the second timeout used?
It is the second timeout.
All right, we better take a quick break. We'll be right back to bring you to the end of this one. This is Charger football on the TBN.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
All right, back here live Ed Kalen Field, Matt Morris, Chris Caney.
I thought you were yelling at me for a second. What did I do wrong this time?
Heck of a ball game, Matt. 14-14, 6:48 to go. Russ Hubler forward, fourth quarter action. North Decatur driving the footballs. They got a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Excuse me.
We feel like they just burnt their second timeout, leaving them
I'm
one.
sure they did because Coach took a timeout down here.
All right, it's 1st and 10 inside the 14-yard line now. 6:48, tie ball game. Oh, we jumped coming out of the timeout. I think that's on us. Yes. Back us up 5.
Well, and I don't, for some reason, Thackeray is not in there right now. I seen him come out holding his hand.
I don't even know where he's at.
Tyler Dean, there he goes.
There he goes. He's got some tape on it. We're good. Probably just a hangnail.
Hangnail. Hangnail ain't going to keep him out unless there was blood.
Now, normally a hangnail for
Well, here
Thackeray
we
is
are
like
back to this, what we've been pounding them with.
Yeah. In motion, you see this. We moved with the guy in motion. That's going to back us up 5 more.
Who's jumping?
Right side of the line somewhere. Why Thackeray was in motion.
Well, that shouldn't be any reason for the lineman to jump. The motion's behind them.
Right.
I mean, you can't do that. I understand why they're calling the penalty, but it shouldn't be drawing our guy off. You got to know the snap count. You got to go when it's time.
Well, that's been a thorn in our side. I don't know how many times over the years with the motion offense. On motion, we got 2 guys moving at once. And that one shoots us in the foot because now it's 1st and 20.
All right, so the only thing we got going for us here is we got a full set of downs.
Oh, ball on the ground, and we didn't get it. Thackeray dove at it.
No, it was Barber.
Barber dove at it. Couldn't sweep it in. Milan football.
All right, so there, just a tough possession there. You get 2 penalties, and then you fumble the ball. 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go.
All right, defense. It's your turn.
All right, now again, Milan been a little loose with the ball. North Decatur been a little bit sloppy with it, to be frank, in the second half as well. Oh, boy.
So, again, the helter-skelter shift from Milan creates movement into the neutral zone from the North Decatur defense.
So all right, somebody's going to have to explain that to me, how the linemen can move. Are they not getting set?
Well, they're allowed. That's a shift. It's a crazy-looking shift, but everybody's moving to shift. Well, after you set, if you have to reset. And just the pandemonium is causing our defensive line to jump. Here's an off-tackle run, and it's going nowhere. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
All right, so 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. North Decatur just was driving, having great success with the running game. Turns the ball over on a missed handoff between Fields and Barber. Second and 5. Here comes that shift,
Direct snap to Alcorn. Alcorn is loose. He's into the second level, down at the 41-yard line, and he's going to pick up about 11 yards and a first down there.
All right, so now North Decatur defense can't let them get any more here. We got to keep it on their side of the field. Ball rests on the 41-yard line. Defense been playing pretty good all night, Matt. Other than that one run, I still don't know how he got out of there on the tush push, but he did. And now Milan, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 14-14, heck of a ball game here tonight.
Marsh with trips receivers here to the near side that gives to Alcorn on the back the other way. I can't
Carter
talk.
Gray.
And there's a flag in the back.
I think there's going to be a hold, too. 57.
Yep. Already indicated a hold against Milan. And that's going to be in the backfield, so this is going to bring up 2nd and 22.
Second and a lot.
They're going to mark it down to the line. I honestly think any hold.
If it's behind the line of scrimmage, it probably comes from the line of scrimmage, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm going to get a lecture by my father-in-law on that for not knowing that
rule. A dissertation, not a lecture, a dissertation.
Okay. You call it what you will, but I've taken enough of them.
Well, yeah, I bet that's right. I'm sure he's had to give a few hard ones. All right. North Decatur, 1st and 20. Clock ticking, 5:14. Fourth quarter, tied up.
Fake end around. Marsh spins out of the penetration on the edge, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards.
Yeah, which should have been a loss there. We had a couple good tacklers back there. Barber and trying to see who the other one is. Foster.
Well, we got a timeout.
All right.
We should take a timeout, pay some bills. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
Okay, back here live. Ed Kalen Field, North Decatur High School, and what has been a whale of a football game. Back and forth, seesaw affair, which is no surprise. But North Decatur and Milan tied up at 14. 4:59 to go, and it is 2nd and about 15 for Milan. Ball is on the 36-yard line. All right, we didn't jump. So they've never actually ran this play. They've tried to run it
that
two
is
or three.
a trickeration all the way around. That was a direct snap to Pettit. The old fumble-rooski coming off the timeout.
That gets...
And that flag in the backfield may save us on that one. A lot of head nodding in the Zebra Convention.
All right, here it comes.
Talking about their pizza order. False
start.
Hey.
There we go.
Knocks them back 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 19.
So not a big penalty, but a saving penalty.
4:50 left in this tie ball game.
I smell tenderloins burning down there.
Oh, no. Do you want me to go save them?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, that oil's getting hot.
Clock running, 4:37.
I'm going to tell Stacy that oil's getting hot. She's probably watching the game. You know, we burnt the last batch of popcorn.
Here it comes, near side. Stringing
Here comes Alcorn. Alcorn gets absolutely suplexed by Corbin Thackeray. Is that the right word, suplex?
Suplex. That was the old back-to-back suplex.
Is there another hold?
I believe there was. So that's a big hold. The Chargers going to take that penalty. They're going to make it 3rd down.
Make it 3rd down. Hold against the offense. Decline.
3rd down. All right. So now you just got to keep everything in front of them.
3rd and 16 now. Finally, it felt like we were on 2nd down for about a half hour.
Watch the trickery here.
Some trickery. Wyatt Marsh with Beckett, Langferman beside him, puts Alcorn in motion across the formation. Rolling right is Marsh. Marsh has got receivers down the field. We got coverage, though, and it's going to be caught near the sticks, but he's going to be short.
It's going to be 4th and 1, Matt, at midfield.
50-yard line, tie ball game, 4 minutes. It is 4th and 1.
Well, here's what it comes down to.
Boy, you can't. He needed to run a 16-yard out, not a 15-yard out.
Yeah.
Good play. Who made
it's 4th down. They don't have the box right.
Was that Tyler Dean that made that stick over
no,
there?
that was Thackeray.
Okay.
Thackeray came from his safety spot.
So they pick up 15, needed 16. It is 4th and 1 at midfield.
You cannot jump here, Matt.
Watch the football, fellas. Direct snap, pitch outside, first down. Alcorn has it around the edge. It was a quick toss to the outside. They pick up about 7 yards on that. My goodness, that was a long series.
Boy, and I was kind of wondering there. We didn't switch out of we've been playing this pass defense. It's been working good against the pass, but kind of thought maybe we'd switch a little personnel there. Boy, a big pickup there by Milan. All right, so North Decatur got to fight now. You can't give them any more.
This is the 9th play of the drive that started on Milan's 24-yard line. They chewed up about 2 minutes of clock.
3:57 to go, and we don't have but one timeout to stop the clock.
That is correct. What's our stoppage here? Oh, equipment?
Don't know.
It's a long break in the action for not a timeout. We got a helmet off of Thackeray right now. That took him out of that play. Thackeray's got to come off. Unless
he's got equipment problems. Nope, he's going to get another helmet.
Well, they let him back on the field, but I'm not sure that you can do that. But
all right, 1st and 10, 3:55 to go. Clock running. Rush Hubler forward. 4th quarter, all tied up. Milan on the drive.
The give to Beckett Langferman over to the right-hand side. He dances. He gets about 4 yards. Shifty little cut over there.
It's going to keep the ball in bounds as well, so that's going to keep the clock running. And Matt, you got to get off the field right here. If you want any realistic shot of trying to put a drive together, because they're going to run this thing down at least to 2 minutes to go.
Milan historically has had a decent field goal kicker too, so they're probably, you got to keep them about, you got 20 yards maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got at least us down yet. More importantly, you got to get them off the field here.
Now here's the reverse. Boy. Here's the reverse. Boy. Nobody's home on the backside. He gets mowed down by the safety.
That's Thackeray with the saving tackle.
Thackeray comes over there on the backside, and he picks up 20 yards on that end around. Well, I'm sorry, about 12. Regardless, it's a first down. Ball's on the 29 now with 2:44 left to go. Offense for Milan is moving methodically here. North Decatur has yet to have a standout play to thwart the momentum. Direct snap, one-handed catch by Alcorn. Alcorn trying to find the edge, and a nice job by Corbin Thackeray.
He's just making all the tackles. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's back there.
And that's a tackle for a loss at the hash. So he came from his safety spot all the way to the edge. No gain.
Well, at this point, if you don't see that quarterback drop back, you're coming to the line of scrimmage because they haven't had any intention to throwing it. The only thing, old number 9 hasn't caught a ball yet tonight, has he, Matt?
He has not. He's got 7 receptions on the season. Neither has number 2. Number 2 also has 7. Oh, they're moving before the snap. No call. Give to Pettit. Pettit misses Thackeray this time.
Boy.
Thackeray kind of whiffs. They get close to the first down, but he's going to be short at the 20-yard line. 19 was the line to gain.
Clock at 1:30.
It's going to be 3rd and 1.
All right, so North Decatur going to have to come up with a stop here. They're not going to get the ball back unless it's a turnover.
1:22.
This is going to be 2-down territory.
And the thing that's scary is Milan's poise here. Now they've got Wyatt Marsh is going to take it himself. We're going to try to pull him back. He keeps churning the pile, but he's going to pick up about 3 yards and a first down, maybe 4, down to the 16-yard line.
Minute 5 to go.
Now they're getting deep enough with 56 seconds left.
If they do have a kicker, now that their kicker's a pretty small guy, he has made both of his extra points, but he couldn't have been, on that last extra point, he couldn't have been back very far and kicked it in. I don't think they're thinking extra point, or excuse me, field goal. I think they're thinking touchdown.
Well, they still got a ways to go. Here's Marsh back to pass. He's going to throw the fade to the corner. That's a dangerous ball, and the receiver pushes off, jumps up and gets it, and that's a touchdown, Milan. Boy, that could have gone the other way easily. He
pushed him right in the back.
He threw Trinkamp off of him. Trinkamp was in good coverage. He gets away with a shove. Touchdown, Milan.
30 seconds to go, too. That was number 9, wasn't it?
I believe that was Micah Norman. We just mentioned his name. He hasn't touched the ball much. He's got 7 receptions on the year. He scores from 16 yards out. And here's said kicker. 30 seconds left in the ball game. Boy, we blocked it. Corbin Thackeray came right up the middle. Just destroyed the line. Now it's a 6-point game.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to keep it right here. Problem is, we're probably going to get the ball in decent field position. I can't believe that they would kick it deep. We've already returned one.
Right.
Yeah, I can't believe that they would onside it. I would think they're just going to try to pooch it right in the middle of the field, don't you think?
That would be my guess, but you got to be careful with that because you got a couple return men in the middle of that field that can do some damage.
All right, so here, let's set it up for you. Milan just goes ahead, 30.4 seconds to go, 20-14. Excuse me, Russ Hubler forward, fourth quarter action, where North Decatur has led this game. It's been tied for a while here in the second half, but North Decatur led the whole first half, and it's just getting down to one of those things. Very reminiscent. How do I want to say that? Reminiscent.
Ah, boy, get it.
All right, so here it comes.
So who's in the middle of the field? You got 29 standing at the 20-yard line. You got Simon Barber. You got Braden Murray are the back three.
And then you got Hayden's in the middle there. You got Yeager on the left side, and I can't see a number
that
here.
Looks like Carter.
Is that Tyler? That's Tyler Dean.
But more than likely a squib kick. Not only does it not get the ball in Thackeray's hands cleanly, but burns clock as well. 30.4 seconds to go in this football game. Here's the kick. It is a high kick right to Thackeray. Interesting. Thackeray is through. He's got one to beat. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown. He just took it to the house.
That's another charger in the barn. Why would you kick it deep? My goodness.
The kid is dynamite, and he made it happen again.
Woo! Heck of a run.
Where'd he catch the ball? That was an 80-yard sprint. Never changed direction, just took off.
All right, so here the all-important extra point.
For the win is Odell.
Well,
20-yard chip in. Persimmon teed up, decent hold, drives it, wins the game. Maybe. We still got 19 seconds, but that extra point could have just been the difference.
All right, so North Decatur, on what we were talking about, on a deep run. Thackeray, why would you kick it deep? They do. Thackeray sticks it.
What is that?
80 yards.
How many kicks has he returned this year? That has got to be his fourth in 3 games.
I don't know, but that is 2 tonight. The opening kickoff, this kickoff.
Well, he didn't take the opening kickoff to the house, but he took it all the way down, and we scored in 2 plays later.
Yeah.
But still, he made his impact. And you said that from day one. He makes more impact than anything in return yards.
Yeah. You don't want to punt to him. He just gets going so fast. He's fearless. And he just gets going so fast, and he can make cuts when he's back and forth. Now, that is Thackeray down on the field there. So the crowd quiet here, but
yeah, dead silent. You can hear a pin drop. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg, or call them at 812-663-3787.
okay, back here live. Thackeray jumps up. Maybe he was just out of wind or got the wind knocked out of him, whatever, but he's okay. He's on the sideline.
I heard a cricket under the elementary door over there. It was quiet when you saw 29 come over from that 80-yard scamper and just kind of fell on the sideline, and then all of a sudden he was being tended to, and everybody's like, oh, what happened to him? But he jumps off, gave everybody the okay signal. We're good to go. 1-point lead thanks to Odell's PAT. Kicker got himself one. And on senior night, to senior kicker, Logan's a senior, right?
He is. Yep, sure is.
Might be the difference in this game. We are 19 seconds away from a W here. Odie has got to put one. Will you put one in the end zone here? Or do you squib it?
I think you drive it deep and make him come from the 20-yard line.
80 yards to go, no chance to return it. Boot it, Odie. Whack. Stay in bounds, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. He's in the end zone. Oh, ball never went in the end zone. He's going to return that from the half-yard line. And now he's out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
So that takes off 6 seconds. 13.6 seconds to go. I think Milan does have at least one timeout, if not two.
I think they've only got one timeout.
All right, so now you got to keep it in front of you, Matt. But you can't let them get big chunks where they can throw it down into the end zone. I know they've got at least one timeout here, so you know they're going to run two plays.
All right, heads up over here.
Unless this is a scramble or something.
You got Micah Norman and Colton Harris over here on the near side. He's looking this way. He's looking up the field, and he shakes off that first receiver. Now he's going to go on the run, get it out of bounds. Complete over there to Beckett Langferman, I believe.
All right, so that's 6.9 seconds. Now you save your time. You save your timeout, but do you have enough time for even two plays? And you only get what? Not many yards, maybe 12. 1st and 10. 6.9 seconds to go. All right, so we only got 3 guys up, our 3 down linemen. Everybody else is at least 10 yards off the ball. Our Coach Stern's going to take a timeout here just to make sure we know what we're doing. All right, we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
Okay, back here live. Thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight. Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Oh, who's our first quarter sponsor, Matt? H&R Block's our third quarter sponsor. Russ Hubler Ford, our fourth. And Kennelly and Daughters. I should have remembered that. Thank you to all our quarter sponsors here tonight. Thank you to Southeastern Insurance, as they're our touchdown sponsor here tonight.
As well as Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
It's not that easy.
It's
easy for us to say.
That's right. All right. So we'll set it up here for you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensive backs in and 3 down lines.
This is better than a dime defense. This is a $50 defense.
50-cent piece.
They're
this
going to
is
throw
your
in the
last
middle.
play.
The old fumble Ruski. That's a forward pass. A plan up intercepts it. North Decatur's W. Clock goes to 0. North Decatur will win it by a point, 21-20. What a game. Always is.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams going to shake hands here now. We'll take a quick break. And we'll be back with the postgame show. You're listening to Charger Football on CBN.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton & Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton & Tubby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tubby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton & Tubby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Okay, back here live where we've got some stats rolling in. I see Matt taking a look at them.
Yeah, and it's all second half. Actually, this can't be right. Milan 61 plays, 298 yards versus North Decatur's 158 yards. Well, they own that drive that brought them back, right? But they outpace us by a good 140 yards. But the scoreboard says 21 North Decatur, 20 Milan. And the difference in the game was a Thackeray 80-yard punt return for a kickoff return for a touchdown, yes.
Kickoff return for touchdown.
After Micah Norma's touchdown with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Corbin Thackeray scampers 80 yards for the win. For the tie. Logan Odell with the PAT puts it in the win column.
And we gained 70 yards back on kick returns. Mm-hmm. But still, Matt, -6 on the passing yards for us, if that's right. That's a statistic you don't want to see going through the rest of the year. 26 rushes, 164 yards, 40 rushes for Milan. As they ran, they ran, 21? Okay, 21 passes.
Plays.
Yeah, they ran 61 plays to our 34.
Right.
That's a considerable difference there. Milan's their coaching staff's down there talking to them right now going, hey, listen, we ran a lot of plays. We got to defend the kickoff, and we do a lot better here. But nonetheless, special teams are part of the game, and special teams have been a huge, huge part of North Decatur's success so far this season, Matt.
Well, in tonight's game in particular, so you had the what could have been the difference in the football game was the snap over Tyler Dean's head. Tyler Dean makes an exceptional special teams play.
Exactly.
Grabbing that ball at the goal line, turning and kicking in 2 steps, a 50-yard punt that saved the day or saved the situation from a disaster to a manageable situation. Then you have Thackeray on the 80-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. And, like Chris said, when he gets ahead of steam, his cuts are so slick that he's almost untouchable. I mean,
he can just make such quick cuts in space going full speed.
And his full speed is fast.
Yeah, it is. And he's got no fear of somebody hitting him or anything like that. And, it was just one of those Milan North Decatur games. We always say it's going to be a one-score game. That's exactly what it ends up tonight, 21-20. You can't get any closer than that. The extra point by Odell after the Thackeray 80-yard touchdown kickoff return, the difference in this game, Matt.
What a night on senior night. A great way to celebrate with a win not only for the seniors, but a win over a conference foe, a win over a sectional foe, and just a rivalry in general. And it's always fun to see that game play out. It's even better when we come out on top.
It is, yeah. And, that we've seen this game go both ways, and it was one of those games tonight. It looked pretty bleak with 30 seconds to go as we were down 6 points. And, boy, I tell you, you come down to these games and you kind of take for granted the kicking game and the extra points and this and that, special teams and things like that. And tonight, that's what the difference in this game was.
Absolutely. Next week at Brown County, 2A Brown County, another conference opponent, and Milan will be at home against Switzerland County. North Decatur moves to 3-0. Looks like they're going to hold on to the number 1 spot in the AP poll. You win against a quality opponent like Milan, and you stay at the top of the list.
Yeah, and now we start a little bit of a road trip here for the Chargers as we go to Brown County, and then we've got to go down to Switzerland County, and then we go down to Linton Stockton, a new team that we've never played before that's got a tremendous program down there. We've got I think we get all of our conference games done in the next 2 weeks. So if we can go down to Brown County and win that, and you don't want to look past that, but if you go to Switzerland County, we would be the conference champions then.
You do have Edinburgh on October 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. So you still do have one more conference opponent. You can't have a trip up there. But first things first, we got to go down to Edinburgh next week. We got to play Charger football, and we got to take another victory home. And, again, congratulations to the Chargers tonight. When it looked dark as it can look, a bright light, number 29, flew down the field, an 80-yard touchdown run. And the kick by Odell sends the Chargers home happy tonight, 21-20. For Matt Morris, I'm Chris Caney. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week down where the trees turn to pretty colors. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.